All right. It is time for the first rebuild of the 2026 offseason. The Milwaukee Bucks, they made the biggest move of probably since they had to get rid of Kareem and getting rid of Giannis Antetokounmpo to the Miami Heat, receiving back Tyler Herro, Khalil Ware, Jaime Jaquez, Giannis, and whatever haul of picks it was they got. They also got a first this year, which they drafted Nate Ament with, as well as their own pick, which they took Braden Burries with 10th overall. And then this offseason have mostly stood pat with their roster. They re-signed Ousmane Dieng, who had some pretty good moments for them this past season. And that's about it. Still got Antetokounmpo. I don't even know if this dude's supposed to be on the roster, but whatever. I actually just went through and made this roster myself. I uploaded as a start today under just Clique Prod on the PC. I think is my name on here, but it's just on the PC because I don't do cross-platform anymore, so who cares? Now, the Bucks do not have their first round pick this year, and that was a big caveat in the Giannis trade saga. So this year, I don't know what the hell we're going to be playing for. There is a solid, coalition of hoopers here. It's just not a great team yet. Khalil Ware, we'll see what his potential turns into. Giannis, Jaime's pretty much where he's going to be, but he's a good player. And then Herro, the Milwaukee native, which also too, in the past few videos, I've had him wearing number 34. He actually just officially announced he'll be wearing 42. So it wasn't far off. Obviously, he can't wear the other one because of Giannis. And I don't even know why the game gave him that anyways. And just when you think this team's already in an odd enough position, it's like they quadrupled down on confusing you because they just had that whole fiasco this last offseason where they overpaid Miles Turner. But the more shocking part of that day was when they waived and stretched Damian Lillard's contract. So in 2K, by default, I am paying Damian Lillard now in this rebuild $22 million a year for the next 4 seasons until 2030. So this entire rebuild could be just plagued by $20 million a year going to Damian Lillard. So we'll see how I have to navigate that garbage. Tyler Herro is making $33 million this year, but he's an expiring contract. Miles Turner, if by any chance, by any hope, he will not be on this team for long because we just got another center. And yeah, Ryan Rollins did have a fantastic season this past year. I hope to keep him around long term. He's got 1 year left with a player option, so which he'll probably decline. I think I'm gonna go with this as the starting lineup to begin the season because, like I said, this team doesn't have a first round pick, so there's no reason to try to lose. But I also don't want to not play the young players. So it's gonna be Rollins, Herro, Kyle Kuzma, Jaime Jaquez, and Khalil Ware in the starting 5. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm keeping this semi-realistic in a sense that I would probably just take Kuzma out of the rotation just to play the younger guys more. But I want to just see if I can maybe play him at a decent value and then trade him at the deadline or something because there's no other purpose for him. We're not going to be good regardless, I'd imagine. So whatever, just giving it a shot. With Ament, Burries, Kasparis, or whatever the hell I genuinely don't know how to pronounce his name. I still don't know. Giannis, I'm pretty sure is the last name. But anyways, Ousmane Dieng, I'm actually going to give him a few more minutes. Just screw take Miles Turner's minutes away. Yeah, whatever. His contract sucks regardless. There's no way to spin this one unless I trade him and Kuzma for some really garbage $50 million out. You know what we could have traded him for? Jaylen Brown? Nah, maybe something like that. After seeing the Jaylen Brown trade, anything is possible. So anyways, AJ Green's out here. Whatever, bro. He's probably peaked. He's 27. It doesn't even matter. I don't know. When it comes to their rookies, honestly, I'm just going to start simulating a little bit. I was live streaming during the draft, and I didn't know a ton about most of these dudes in this draft because of the Knicks winning the championship. I didn't really care. Yes, that sentence rolls off the tongue real nicely still, the Knicks NBA champions. But see, this isn't a terrible trade right here. Now, does it benefit us? Not really. I don't know why the Kings would want Kyle Kuzma. We would take on the bad contract. This is like semi-realistic. I don't think I would do it because this contract really does suck. But like bad contract, Keegan Murray, Malik Monk. If it was a bad contract of a better player than this, I'd probably consider it because you can let a team get off of their mistakes. Anyways, yeah, but I know Nate Ament was getting a lot of hate because of his like field goal percentage and I don't know, people saying he's just not good. Honestly, I kind of want to root for him because he kept making that stupid face during the draft. Just at every given moment, whenever the camera was on him, he just kept doing this. Yeah, there it goes again. See, I think that's grounds enough to think he'll be the greatest player of all time. But Jason Tatum, NBA Cup MVP next to Paul George. We lost to the Celtics actually twice within that week span, so they're just absolutely walking through. Paul George, 43 points in the Cup game to beat the Spurs. That's actually hilarious. Him against former Sixer Tobias Harris. Oh yeah, by the way, and DeRozan just got waived today as I'm recording this, so I think DeRozan signed with the damn Jazz or something. But I just put Bron on the Cavs. Oh, let me switch his position. I didn't even do this. I put Bron on the Cavs and I put Bronny on the Cavs because he hasn't signed anywhere yet, and I feel like this is one of the more likely scenarios. I think in the Jaylen Brown video I did, he signed with the Spurs, so that's not happening. I think they literally said that's not going to happen. So anyways, this Bucks thing isn't going so well. 14th in the conference. I did go ahead and bring some of the Heat picks over here. It was a 2031. I think they said it was a swap in 2030, but the Heat didn't have their own pick, so I don't know what happened there. I don't know. Basically, they didn't really get much until the 2030s, except for the rookie this year, Nate Met. So back to that like Jaylen Brown kind of thing. It wouldn't be the worst idea in the world to try and package together whatever contracts you got, because with the 20 million Damian Lillard cap hit on this team, and also the fact that it's Milwaukee and who the hell is going to want to sign in Milwaukee. I mean, like, we would have to hit free agents this year, right? Get rid of Miles Turner to some team that's stupid. Let Kuzma and Tyler Herro walk, and then just offer a bunch of money to some free agent that hates themselves. That's basically the only way, you know, to like getting a free agent. Or you could take Turner and Kuzma's contracts and try and trade them for some like kind of mediocre player, maybe with like 1 first or like a couple seconds or something. Either way, this is kind of a waiting game, but one where this team isn't even going to have their own picks for a while. So I think we might have like swap worst next year or something. Yeah, or no? Oh yeah, we have swap worst with the Bucks next year. I mean, with the Blazers, which could be good if we both stink, possible. And then 2029, it looks like the Celtics and the Wizards have our picks. So it's just all bad right now. It's almost like the new year, and so far Hero's leading the way with 17 points a game. Kuzma is not helping his trade value at all because he's at 43% field goal and 35 from 3. So he's literally not helping us in any way. He's not making he's not going to be a good trade partner, candidate, whatever. Ousmane Dieng shooting 39% from the field. I don't know how long the leash is going to be there. At least Nate Met somehow is shooting 52% from the field. He is unironically one of the better players in this team right now. So I'm going to take Kuzma out of the starting lineup and give his minutes to Nate, and we'll just put he's a 4, right? So we'll put Jaime at the 3. I think I'm going to try and trade Kuzma right now, honestly. You know, this team, I think you can understand this. This team is already in hell as is. They have no draft picks. They're paying a 38-year-old dude that's back on the team they traded for him from. They're paying him like $30 million a year for no reason because they waived his contract. And they've also got another couple garbage contracts, and they have no road to getting good except for their couple rookies that are unproven and whatever other young players they traded for. I mean, yeah, anyway, long story short, yeah, I might try and get rid of Kuzma and Turner however possible. Oh yeah, one funny thing this offseason that well, one thing that I thought was funny was how the Magic waived Jonathan Isaac just to get him off their contract books because of his, they basically waived him to pay him less money because he was non-guaranteed, and then re-signed him to a minimum because nobody else wanted him. All right, I'm gonna make a trade with the Minnesota Timberwolves. This is definitely the best possible outcome for us out of the Kyle Kuzma shenanigans. He's obviously still an 80 overall, so I want to leverage his talent of sort, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to trade him, Taurean Prince, back to the Timberwolves alongside him with Alex Antetokounmpo and get rid ourselves of all Antetokounmpos, sorry. And a 2nd round pick and get back Josh Green, Malachi Branham, mostly just for the salary matches. And then a 1st round pick from them next year and Trey Kaufman-Renz. So, you know, I got to get assets wherever I possibly can. Is this even, this looks like a dude from the 80s or something. I don't know. Anyways, I felt like I recognize him. So yeah, we're gonna get Kuzma out of here, Josh Green and Branham in return, or Branham, whatever the hell his name is. And I'm pretty sure Green's an expiring. Branham's got 2 years left. He doesn't have a bad contract though, so who really cares? And off of that as well, I'm gonna go ahead and re-sign Tyler Herro. He's up for extension. He would be a free agent this offseason. I'm gonna re-sign him for 4 years, give him as little as I possibly can, really. And you know, Herro is from Milwaukee. Yeah, he's had like a mediocre season. I don't expect him to be leading us anything crazy, but I also don't think, because of the Dame thing and the Miles Turner contract, I don't think we're gonna have some sort of money to, and just being in the scenario that Milwaukee is in, I don't think we're gonna have some sort of money to sign some generational franchise. You know, we just had it, we just traded it. So Herro, Milwaukee's you know, finest or whatever, I'll give him this. He'll definitely accept this. 4 years, front loaded. That'll take him through the rest of basically his prime of sorts. He's obviously not the guy, but he is a guy that you could build your team around. And so yeah, we'll do that. I mean, it's also more than affordable. Just tack on the Dame contract to this and assume he's making 40 million, which sucks to say out loud. And I'm also gonna have to re-sign Rollins, who they're not giving me an option to extend, so we'll have to do that in the offseason. And Jaquez as well. But hopefully those two are a little bit more affordable. Hopefully, I'm just praying. I don't know. I don't think I'm planning on this taking a long time. So yeah, just getting back as much assets as we can. Honestly, this dude Branham, who we just traded for, was not playing that bad over there, and I might low-key throw him in here only because Trent, AJ Green, they're both 27 years old. I know AJ Green's on a long-term deal, but I'm be honest, bro, I really don't care. I know he was pretty shaky for the Bucks in real life this year. I like his shot, but if he's not hitting threes, then what the hell else is he good for? Also, I think they said Yakuchionis was one of the more beneficial players to this team right now. So you know what? Actually, I'm gonna bring Dieng has been struggling struggling this year. So I'm gonna bring him down, put Giannis up to like 30 minutes, and then yeah, we'll run that type of rotation right there. Like I was saying, I don't know much about these youngins, these rookies or whatever, but I felt like Burries when I was watching his highlights and all that. He seemed like a guy who could play like 1 through 3 type of thing. Short dude, but 6'4", whatever. But yeah, physical player, whatever. We're getting so many Khalil Ware offers. I think I'm just gonna turn this damn thing off. Keldon Johnson for Jaquez. It's actually not a bad trade, only because of the contracts. Actually, he might be expiring too. Yeah, but I like Jaime though. Well, this team still isn't winning basketball games, and that's probably not gonna change. Khalil Ware is adding 7 wins a game to this team though, with 15 and 13 a game. So can't ask for much better than that. I might have to start Giannis, honestly, or maybe we can do like some short. He's 6'6". We do like some sort of 3 guard thing. I don't know. And Nate Ament, his play has kind of plummeted since entering the starting 5. His efficiency has fell, but that's kind of where he is in real life. So, all right, I meant to mention I saw that whole thing with Tyler Herro talking trash about Bam Adebayo and DMs. Why is Tyler Herro on his burner account just talking trash to random people? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have re-signed him anyways. Yeah, screw it. I guess our best chance of winning. You know what? Giannis, he goes up a few overalls to the 3, so I'm just gonna make him a 3. This starting group, this 5, hasn't actually been that bad impact-wise this year, so we're gonna roll them out as the first 5, see if they can bring any winning to this team, because winning would also help, you know, instill some confidence in the young dudes and have them see what it's like to actually win basketball games. I might look at trading the Turner contract down the line, but who the hell wants that? Let's be. I was looking at it, I'm like, I could try and play off in my head that some team would want Miles Turner's services. That's where the problem lies. Who the hell? I don't know. Victor MVP, Darius Acuff Rookie of the Year. Saw he shot like 8 for 28 in his first summer league game. Shout to that real hooper just because of that. Jalen Green 6-man. Victor DPOY. Walker Kessler most improved with the Lakers. Shout to that. Is that just because he was injured, or is that like actually? I mean, no, he actually did play better. And Coach of the Year was Thunder, Mark Dagnall. Obviously, I would imagine the Bucks had no all NBA, all nothing, but all defensive second team. Khalil Ware makes it, so shout to that. 2 blocks a game. And Braden Burries makes the all rookie first team. Oh yeah, I don't. In this file, for some reason, a lot of these times these rookies do not even play. So yeah, him and Nate Ament both made the all rookie team. And of course, we did not make the playoffs. I'll go back and look at our stats in a second. As Kyrie averaged 45 a game in the Western Conference Finals. What the hell? Absolutely smoked the Timberwolves. So I guess Kyle Kuzma was not getting another ring. He had 14 in game. I mean, they got swept. They got smoked. Kyrie's averaging 35 a game in the playoffs. He is walking them down, walking the league down. And yeah, here's our regular season stats. Herro 18 a game. Just not looking good, bruv. Not looking good. I'm definitely gonna switch Giannis back to a PG at some point. I mean, look, is this team in a rush for anything right now? Anyways, the Mavericks do win it. Cooper gets a Finals MVP. That's kind of BS after what Kyrie was just doing, but yeah, whatever. Bron's out of here. I don't know where the Cavs finished, but I don't really care. KD's also out of here, and Hart. You know, we're just gonna let all these old men retire. So our pick ended up having the 5th best odds, and it will be the Pelicans pick 4th odds in the draft, or 4th pick in the draft, I should say. That's what we would have had this year. Instead, we have nothing. Thunder get the 3rd pick from the Clippers, and the Grizzlies get the 1st pick from the Lakers. Bulls get pick 2, Jazz at pick 5. I know I acquired one 2028 first, but I didn't get any 2027 first. So yeah, this is where we stand right now. Now, if by any chance I could get rid of Miles Turner, I mean the Cavs, they just had Harden and LeBron retire, so they have a lot of money freed up. But why the hell would they want this dude? They just, yeah. You know what? Actually, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna finesse the system. I'm gonna keep Miles Turner. He's gonna probably want to sign an extension, I'd hope, at some point. And what that will do will nullify his player option, and I'll just forget everybody. Don't care. You don't deserve 30 million. I need some sort of clean break here, but I also don't want anybody else to have to deal with this contract. That's just unfair to the world. You know, I'm not. Anyways, you know how we'll get rid of though? AJ Green. I don't have. Someone can deal with this. It's only 10 million a year. You know what? Throw it in the debt for the Giannis trade. I'm trading him to Miami. Just cause I could have even got 2 firsts from other teams, but I saw Miami and I was like, screw it. One thing that always happens in these simulations also is Giannis always leaves the Heat and goes to the Warriors. So I went ahead and extended him for 5 years on a ridiculous supermax contract, even into his late 30s. Obviously, that he knows the Heat is gonna. You know what else happened? Giannis is wearing number 7. He's not even wearing. They just announced that as I've been recording this video. Someone must have it on this team. I gotta go take it off of their back because supposedly, yeah, Ryan Well. Well, guess what, Ryan Well. Who would have thought? Yeah, that's what they said at least. If this video comes out and that wasn't true, who really cares? But yeah, supposedly this big bass is wearing number 7. And one other thing that here is that just to be honest. honest, I low-key totally forgot about this, but obviously the Bucks current head coach now is Taylor Jenkins, who I think is a good coach for this point of their team. Of course, he did great with the Grizzlies in a similar scenario. We have this dude Frankie Curry. I don't know who the hell he is. I'm gonna go ahead and fire him and try and shoot my shot at a few of the better coaches. Like, let me offer Mark Dagnall all I got. Maybe a little Jacob Underwood. We got years. Little Michael Stauffer. But I say that because Taylor Jenkins for some reason is not on the list, so I just can't sign him. I don't think he's with any other team. He's just not here. All right, let's just get Jacob Underwood, man. Let's keep it simple. Bring on Jacob. All right, I lied. I'm a fiend, and I feel terrible leaving this team with no draft pick in this horrendous of a year. I think the Grizzlies offered me the 11th pick for Miles Turner, and I thought, oh God, I'm sorry, Cameron Boozer. I don't want to ruin your career. But the Hornets are offering, what is this, like the 13th pick or something? At the very least, Diabate's a free agent. There is a world where they can play some, I don't know, spaced out 5-man lineup with Miles Turner at the 5 next to Naz Reid, Kobe White, Khan, and Brandon Miller. And yeah, and they want to give me the 11th pick to pull this off, or whatever the hell this is. We're about to find out. So they're 12, sure. So Charlotte Hornets, appreciate it, man. I probably should have offloaded him for like the 20th pick or something, but whatever. That would at least made a little bit more sense. But anyways, I guess this team is already heavy in other positions. This dude, John Bowl, obviously we traded a center. We'll draft one. He's 21 already, but whatever. 4th ranked player in the draft. I could go with like Kyan Anthony, but we already have a surplus of wings and we have a surplus of guards, so I won't go for whoever the hell. Look, let's just give it a shot, I guess. This isn't in line to be a good season anyways. So John Bow, welcome to the team. At least we didn't get much from Miles Turner week, so he's a 71. Rollins declined his player option. We're going to accept the other 2. And for the record, we have 75 million. Are they not counting the Dame thing? There's no way they're not counting the Dame thing. So we just randomly have this much money. Oh, well, Kawhi's going to re-sign with the, okay, at least he is going to in the game as well. Donovan's going to the Warriors. I mean, is there anybody realistic out here? You know, we could make the Pistons lives annoying and offer a bunch of money for Asar Thompson. I guess a men's not far from, you know, a possibility either. Dame, I don't want to touch you with a 10-foot pole after how our last stint went. You know who actually is a realistic target is Peyton Watson, only because, and this is just off of this stipulation, is that in real life right now, which by the time this video comes out, this could change, but he hasn't signed back with Denver yet. I think there's a possibility that a guy like him and also like Benedict Mathurin, and I don't think it happened for Jalen Duren, but it's possible, where just like last year with Quentin Grimes and Cam Thomas, and I think Kuminga kind of did this, but not really, where they just signed qualifying offers and come back for 1 year. And if that was to happen, he would be an unrestricted free agent the next year. So in this file, that's exactly what he did with Denver. And so right now he's unrestricted. I could go and offer him. I actually was looking at RJ during the season. I almost traded Kuzma for him. So he's a possibility, I guess. Yeah, maybe more like this realm of players wouldn't be, you know, we could build a kind of decent team. I don't know if this number, don't mind that I'm looking at Jokic, but $80 million is accurate. But that aside, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Let me go look again. I swear, even with that being said, I guess this team, we really aren't paying anybody. This might be taking Dame's contract into account. It's just that nobody else in this money has on this contract, on this team has any value and is making any money. I guess, yeah, this is our last year with Khalil Ware not on a extension, or Yaku Chionis or whatever else. He's got 2 more, but anyways, Asar averaged 21 a game with the Pistons, really? And you also got Scoot, who obviously they might be clearing the way for Ja over there in Portland now, but I don't think we have too many guards. I don't think that's really the spot for him either. Okay, so I have made some, before I even say that, let me go ahead and re-sign in anticipation of next year's free agency. Khalil Ware, he only wants $12 million. He hasn't hit a progression yet. So let me go ahead and re-sign him for 4 more years. Past that, let's go to player progression. So Asar Thompson is here. I decided to go on this game. They had him evaluated at 17 million. So I offered him 23 million. It is front loaded because you know me, but I gave him 6 more million than the market value to completely outbid the Pistons to see if they'll, you know, offer. In 2K, you kind of give them like 4 to 5 million more than the offer, and they maybe even less. Giannis, and they tend to not match it. But I decided to give him a good bit more regardless, and they did not match it. I also signed, and this was a bit of a, not audible, because it was on the first day I decided to do this, but MPJ. Now, MPJ is, in a lot of these videos we've seen, I'll sign him. He'll be on here for like a damn minimum. Well, he actually didn't want a minimum. He wanted like the MLE 13 million a year. So I gave him that for 3 seasons. He's 29. So I don't want to pay him for too long, but also because this team, if you look down the roster, I felt like to a certain extent, like Herro is giving you the movement shooting. He's not really giving you a lot of consistent bucket getting, like just give him the ball and he's going to shoot over somebody, you know? MPJ can give you that. I felt like bring him in, put him at the 4/3. He's a more talented ISO scorer than anybody else in this team. So I felt like that would be interesting for this team to at least try and maybe get some wins. And I know, well, we have our swap worst pick this year. So I'd rather not like bank on just that, you know, alone. Just in case too, if the Blazers are good, then that pick is basically invalid. And Jaime, I re-signed 5-year deal. He was actually getting offers on day one, so I had to jump on that. Gave him a 5-year deal worth $50 million. Khalil Ware, obviously, I just re-signed a second ago. I also gave a super cheap 5-year deal to Ryan Rollins. And then lastly, who I really like this signing a lot, Derek Lively was out there. He just won the championship. They got him wearing 34. I got to change that damn number. Sorry, Giannis. I'll give him the big 00. Screw it. I saw him out there and I was like, you know what? Why not outbid the champions? Why not? Maybe they got some second apron issues. Who knows? Ousmane Dieng back, or well, he's been here, whatever. Brandon's actually a 78. And then Ament, Burries. I didn't know what their potentials were going to be, but they only went up by 1 overall. I also signed Chris Sanak and Malik Thomas, 2 picks from last year's draft, like late first, early second rounders. I went ahead and signed them to 4-year deals. They were let go of their teams. So just a little, you know, low risk, high reward type of guys, maybe. Who knows? So yeah, we'll see how this season goes. I'm going to go ahead and set the rotation up. Probably gonna run like an 11, 12 man rotation. Go ahead and put it on auto generated past this point too, because yeah, there's a lot of ways this lineup could go. But yeah, I want to start. So obviously Asar was given 20 a game over there in Detroit. I will commit to Jakob Giannis at the 1. Ryan Rollins is good. He averaged 15, but Jakob Giannis was really high impact, and obviously he's one of the main guys they got from that trade. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's gonna be like a group affair type of thing. We just have a lot of talent now, so it'll be more like they both get almost 30 minutes a game probably. And they're trying to start Lively. I want to keep going with Ware, but Lively is that also will be like a on and off type of thing. They can both play, you know, they're both tall bigs. If injuries were on logistically, I was thinking like kind of like the Gafford Lively thing. I think I will keep the starters in this type of realm minutes wise. And then for the bench, I was planning on giving Ament and Burries minutes again. I think I will, but it won't be many since they didn't improve. I gave you a whole year of 20 minutes a game. You didn't get better. So I don't know what to think there. One of them might have to go to the G League, something like that. I'm going to let Burries stay up and play 5 minutes a game. I'm going to leave my slight reward to him because he wasn't terrible last year. Ament kind of fell off a bit and he didn't. I'm going to let him go. And also too, based off what we still have, Ousmane Dieng and Jaime off the bench, those are 2 wings. I'm going to let Ament hit the G League for now. Sorry to bro, but yeah, that's the best I can do for you. All right, let's see. I feel like this team should be able to rack up some sort of wins, but maybe not. I mean, they beat the Thunder. They're about 500 right now. That's promising, but they're not winning enough consistently. Also, let me see. Yeah, we're on grit and grind. We could I'm gonna just go balance, set a decent precedent for the team. And playbook wise, I should put on the Golden State Valkyries playbook. That'd be great. I should put on Philippines playbook. That'd be great. Honestly, give me Miami's playbook. We got half of their damn team out here. So Bolsha's a good coach as is. We're 13 and 17 right now. Herro is leading the team at 19 points a game. Porter Jr. down to 46 from the field, but he's averaging 18, so that's cool. Ousmane Dieng, okay. See, now Burries is now shooting 34% and Ousmane Dieng shooting 41%. I thought maybe he'd have a little bit of a bump in efficiency or whatever. I might have to get, yeah, honestly, bro, I'm gonna leave Ament down there. I'm gonna send Burries down there and we can cut Ousmane. We could swap him and Brandon's minutes or something like that. I don't know. It's not looking too good right now, bro. We'll see how it goes, whatever. Well, I changed some rotation stuff and we won the next 5 games, so that's a good sign. Then we beat the Spurs. Oh my God, I took out Burries and we're beating the champions. We're beating the Heat twice. Wait, what is going on right now? Okay, it was this game right here. This is the last game that I played Braden Burries and I took like 7 minutes away from Ousmane Dieng, who actually had 16 points. But since that moment, we have lost 1 game and won, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 13 and 1 since that point. Probably gonna lose to the Spurs. I knew it. And this team is now 3rd in the conference. It's obviously the East. It's tightly packed. This team is 1 game back of the 1st seed in the East, just like that. Randomly, I don't know what to tell tell you. I guess I did change some of the coaching stuff. Maybe that had a bigger impact than I'd like to admit. I don't know. It's a trade deadline. We are first in the conference and fourth in the NBA after an insane run since, what was it, a Christmas miracle or something? Yeah, basically. We didn't play on Christmas, but 2 games before that, everything changed. Let me actually see what it's been a little over a month now. This team in that span, I mean, they have to be like the best team in the NBA. Hold on, let me see. Last 30 days, 13-2, best winning percentage in the league, and the 7th best offense, the best defense. Obviously, this is a large part due to probably Asar Thompson being here, as well as even Lively, as well as Ryan Rollins, Khalil Ware, and still 7th best offense, 2nd best rating differential in the league. I don't know how I've pulled this off. I still don't know why this team had so much cap space, but I don't think I used it irresponsible. I didn't sign like Nikola Jokic or something. I signed a couple dudes that, you know, were undervalued and overvalued them. But guess what? Here we go. In general on the season, we're 10th. I mean, this is for most of the season now we've been good. So I don't know if this really indicates it, but I wanted to see how much better the team has been. You know what I mean? Anyways, yeah, obviously this is nuts. Let's just keep it rolling. Obviously, the chemistry is good. Team is rolling. Will they win the ring? I don't know. And this could be like one of them cheese 2K teams you see in the finals randomly. Only one free agent this year, and it's Malachi. Aside from that, everybody else is signed long-term. And I guess the only player that you could possibly argue shouldn't be in the rotation is Ousmane Dieng. But even then, his analytics are okay, I guess. And he's not a terrible defender. He's at least versatile, so can get some boards too. If the playoffs come around, he might get cut from the rotation. But everybody else is just wow. Everyone else is hooping. Khalil Ware is the most valuable player on the team right now. Let's just keep hooping, man. I'm not even gonna look at trades. Just keep hooping. And it looks like they will finish, I think, first, bro. They're rolling through the league. Victor MVP, Tyrone Stokes Rookie of the Year, DeJounte Murray. Shout out Tyrone Stokes. I saw some video of him on 4th of July with a random crew of people. I think he was with like Sexy Red lighting fireworks. Like, are they AI generating videos like concepts? I don't know. DeJounte Murray, 6-man. Victor DPOY, Jace Richardson, most improved. Anthony Edwards, clutch player. Thunder, coach of the year, Mark Dagnall. And I would doubt we have any all-NBA players, although Josh Giddey's on here, so anything's possible. Asar Thompson, all defensive first team. It shows him second on here to Victor, so he might have been the second in DPOY, the race itself. He averaged 2 steals and a block, 55 from the field, 25 from 3. He does have a 71 3-ball. And yeah, and then you got, Khalil Ware, also all defensive second team, just like last year. So that's a good duo to have. 2 great defensive players. You know, I nearly did sign him and his brother, but for one, I didn't know how well it was going to fit together. But then that's less of my worries. I was like, oh, but it'd be cool. They're brothers. But I think I've done that in these videos like a million times already, is sign Asar and Amen together. They're not hard to get together. And that's about that. So Milwaukee, first seed in the conference, 3rd best team in the league, just a game behind the Spurs. There is a gap behind the Thunder, but that aside, they got Jared Allen over there. They traded for him. What did they trade for him? Was it just Hartenstein? I mean, I know they still had him. So yeah, Hartenstein and 1 first-round pick for Jared Allen. And they also traded Norman Powell for John Collins. I don't even know how they got Norman Powell, but okay. All right, let's just keep it rolling. Here's the final stats for the season. MPJ, 19 a game, 49 from the field. Tyler Herro, 19 a game. That's exactly how you'd probably see it going. Those 2 putting up a lot of shots. The rest of the team filling in. First round, playing against the Boston Celtics, Paul George, Jason Tatum, Emmanuel Quickly, Peyton Pritchard, and Mitchell Robinson. I was about to say they actually traded Derek White for him, it looks like. So that's who Quickly took the spot of. And game 1, it is going to be, we're going to go up. You know, this is a very tough team to play as an 8 seed, but game 1 is a win. Even with or without Jaylen Brown, they're just, you don't want to have to play Jason Tatum in round 1. But do we have enough dog to get the job done? Let's see. Down by, yeah, this one's a loss. All right, wow. How did it just become 15 in like 3 seconds? I don't know. I'm just going to simulate another one. We win by 24 points. Porter and Herro combined for 52. Next one is another win by 15. Porter with 24 to lead the way. And it's just the all-around effort of this team. Tatum with 28 in the loss. And we're going to win in 5. 27 from Porter, 22 from Ware. And, you know, honestly, if they were to trade Jaylen Brown, I thought it was going to be to the Nets for MPJ. Like, at the worst case scenario. They end up getting arguably a worst case. I mean, maybe not arguably, because I don't know. Could they have got picks from the Nets? I don't know. Anyways, round 2 is going to be against the Washington Wizards, who did drop 2 games in the first first round, but it was to, ironically, Derek White, Deuce McBride, and the Toronto Raptors, of course, with Kawhi and Scotty Barnes, and Kyle Kuzma, actually, and Miles Bridges. They both from Flint, right? Shout out to that. But the Wizards are our matchup, and you already know the Wizards. They got AJ DeBonce off the bench, Koulibaly, Trey Johnson, Trey Young, Anthony Davis, and Alex Sarr. This is definitely the challenge of all challenges. I wonder how we faced against them in the regular season. But the Bucks, maybe the synergy is enough of this team. I don't know. It looks like the talent of the Wizards is going to override us in game 1. 23 apiece from DeBonce, Trey, and AD, 24 from Thompson, and 20 from Ware. Game 2 in Milwaukee, and there's going to be another win, or sorry, not another win, but our first win. And as you can see, the proponent of this was the defense. 89 points from the Wizards. AD had 20. Aside from that, Trey Young was 3 for 9, 3 turnovers from Koulibaly, just 5 points from DeBonce, 5 points from Will Riley, 0 from Hardy, who I actually did. Yeah, because I went through and I went through Sham's notifications and made all the roster changes. So he left to LA in the Aiden trade and then came back, and now Aiden doesn't even play. And our offense was solid, dropped 113, but the defense was obviously the main thing here, holding DeBonce to just a couple points. But the next game is going to be another loss, and it is 2-1 Wizards. Now, I wouldn't be thoroughly disappointed in this team. This team is relatively young at this point too. I mean, if we were to lose this series, not the end of the world, but hey, this is a huge game right here. We're down by 2 points. First opportunity to watch this team play. I actually did consider playing games in this video, but I decided against it for the hell of it. And matchup wise, I mean, as long as Herro's not guarding anybody too good, we should be straight. He's currently guarding DeBonce, but I don't know. This lineup isn't a very good defensive one, except for Rollins, who is absolutely frying right now. And Sarr gets right to the rim for the dunk. I like that dunk animation. We're gonna pass it into Herro, 42 on his back against DeBonce, which height-wise, size-wise is not very favorable to him. And DeBonce is also in year 2, so his defense might be better. Let's see. Herro to the rim floater, that is off. Probably should have moved the ball a little bit more there. Johnson, he's got a lane to the rim. He pulls it up instead. His jumper is butter. That's good. 104 to go. Wizards en route to a 3-1 lead. So it'll be a bit disappointing, but I mean, we're basically a damn Atlanta Hawks Mickey Mouse first seed run. The only way you can fix that though is if you get back here again, maybe. Herro is doing some garbage around the rim. That is not good. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what this lineup is not what this world envisions for this double team. Pass over to DeBonce, one more to Carrington. Carrington gets double, and that's a swing down to Johnson. Great pass by DeBonce, and it's going to be a 3-1 lead. Yeah, screw it. Let's see another position. They might call a timeout. Do they have one? No. Herro behind the back gets bumped. Herro is doing nothing right now. Back out. Jaquez, he's trying to go, and oh my goodness, he will dunk on Keontae or whatever the hell is Keyshawn George. All right, so it's a Wizards 10-point win. Herro with 23 to lead the way, and that's about that. Who was 1 for 8? I just saw that. Khalil Ware. Damn, he had 16 boards though. And it's gonna be game 5, and it's a win. It is a win by 50. So if there's anything that's gonna give you the momentum to come back in the series, it might be that. Let's see. Oh my goodness, it's a 2-point game. We just scored. Herro got fouled and made 2 free throws. Let's see. I'm jumping in right now. Call me coach, because I'm about to see. Okay, we got 1 timeout left. What's the matchups looking like here? Because who's even in the game? Actually, let me check subs. Okay, terrible defensive lineup. Screw it. Thug it out, I guess. I don't know, because this is not a good lineup. Okay, Carrington back to DeBonce against Herro. He's gonna give it to Trey Johnson though, and Johnson is against our best option, which is Rollins, and he's able to get a stop. He is able to get a stop. Pass to the Porter Jr. He's got time. I don't know. Don't rush it now. Please don't rush it. Oh God. Herro, please pass the ball. Herro, and oh no, it's a moving screen on Khalil Ware. Was that really a moving screen? I definitely think, yeah, he's extending that elbow. That's a moving screen. What is he doing? Horrendous IQ move there. And you know what? Actually, I'm gonna make some subs. I'm gonna just do it right now. All right, let me I could go to the timeout thing. We're gonna go. Oh, okay, it's not letting me. Whatever. Give me Lively and Ware, because remember they have AD. Then we can go with Yakuchionis. He's at a B-. You know, we're gonna go with Rollins. Then we don't really have another. I guess Jaquez, he's a B+, and he's got some size. He's a move around a bit. But DeBonce, I don't think starts. Either way, who would I want on the? I guess we'll do this. Yeah, we'll do this right here. Sure, I'll put Rollins on potentially like Trae Young. All right, come on. So we'll go double big. Yeah, so Rollins is on Trae. And then is DeBonsta out here? No, he's not. They got Koulibaly. So I could have put Thompson on Trae Young, but it is what it is. Rollins on the ball, playing good defense right now. Trae is getting walled up. Pump fakes it. Back out. Oh, Thompson nearly with the steal. Now he's on Koulibaly. He's going to stay right there. He's going to, okay, nothing happening right now. And Thompson absolutely obliterates the shot. The near DPOY. You were in the ant shoes? Is that what those are? I don't know. Koulibaly gets put in an unfavorable spot for himself, for his skill set, and absolute shot just doesn't even leave his hands. Thompson all over it. Instincts of doom. And that is going to make it a 7-game series going back to Milwaukee for the 7th game. Is there a possibility this team blows the 3-1 lead? The Wizards, Herro with 28. He plays like some garbage every time we jump in, but that aside, he's doing what he has to do in the sim. Because, you know, 2K, especially in like jumping in simcast, even in the game of they don't really do movement shooters great. Like, for example, JJ Redick, give use a JJ Redick in this game, it's not really that good. His shot also is slow. A Corver, I mean, like, oh my god, forget all that garbage. We just won in 7. 3-1 comeback. Jaquez with 21, Herro with 20, the Heat duo, and then Ware with 14, Jonas with 13. Top 4 scorers in this game is literally just the trade. And then Thompson with 11, everybody else under double figures. 99 points is all the Wizards gave. Trey Johnson was 6 for 14. Trae Young had a good game, so did Sar. But then AD was 4 for 11. He doing one of them damn prank shows on himself. DeBonsta just 3 points in 26 minutes. So you should say he probably should start, but at the same time, even in year 2, he might have not been ready because he had some horrendous games, but maybe he needed some more rhythm. I don't know. And the conference finals is going to be against, of course, not saying of course, it could have been anybody, but of all teams, the most recent, one of the biggest teams in the news, the Philadelphia 76ers, led by Maxey, Edgecombe, Jaylen Brown, Dean Wade, and Joel Embiid. The starting 5 they will probably deploy this year. It's still the same the next year. They still got Anthony. They signed KPJ, Justin Edwards, Walter Clayton, Jordan Walsh. No backup center, which is something to keep an eye on because obviously it's just Embiid, who will probably get tired pretty easily. Not injured because injuries are off, but we got 2 good centers. So let's see how this goes. We had the better record. We're the probably better all-around team, but they have the stars of doom. And it's late game 1 here. Now I need a Sar out here, bro, because they keep not playing a Sar, and defensively, especially against this team, but he's not out here right now. Hero's gonna get the ball back, and oh my goodness, Herro pulls it up. That is good. Herro gets Walter Clayton leaning on the tween and then goes to the basket or close enough for the pull-up off the glass. And B's gonna bring the ball up. I feel like this is not a good idea with how many ball handlers you have here, but whatever, screw it. Embiid, maybe it is, because Embiid with the screen, and he gets walled up by Ware. Great defense down to Edgecombe. Edgecombe takes a step back, goes up with it, and that is good over Jaquez. Good shot, I guess. Good nasty offense by them. Herro hezzies it, steps it back, trying to get some room, pass it. Jonas for 3. That is good. All right, now that was a good set. What I mean though is, like, you watch JJ Redick in real life, he be falling away 18 feet on his fallaways. Anyways, pass back out to Porter. Porter over to Maxey. Maxey to screen by Embiid. He's over it. Good defense by Jonas and good defense by Ware. Ware gets back in position. Jaquez, he's look at how, hey, oh, one more. Yep, Ware with the dunk. I thought he maybe give it a Herro at that point because someone dropped down there, but nope. Ware, enough room in the paint, and it looks like it's going to be a game 1 win. I knew this Embiid thing was a bad idea. They got him bringing up the ball. He's got a Gatorade symbol. Jaylen Brown's not even in the game, but guess what? Corner, Kevin Porter Jr., that is off. Incredible recovery by Rollins, and now he's going to the rim. He's got the lane. He's okay. He's doing absolutely nothing. He almost stepped out of bounds. Oh, hold on. Layup. Rollins bucket. That is a 9-point lead in game 1 by your Milwaukee Bucks. We can get out of here. 12-point win. Jonas with 22. Porter Jr. with 20. This is an incredible team effort. And this team in year 2 of what was deemed to be hell, what I honestly thought to be hell, is just 3 games away from an NBA Finals berth. And look at this competitive game 2. It's back and forth like all hell. I'm gonna jump in. There's 2:30 to go, but honestly, it's kind of a fun team. And let's see, it is Rollins is out here. It's the same late game. Well, actually, Lively's out here as well. I'm gonna pass it to Embiid. Embiid has the Gatorade symbol already. And Maxey hands it off to Joel. He's actually got up, and see, his lanes keep getting cut off, and he shoots some garbage. I only say that because his follow through was terrible, and you could tell he was about to miss. Now Branham back out. He's in the game, which is surprising, and that is going to be recovered by Clayton. Clayton now on the break. He's almost goes all the way back out. It's Embiid for the 3, and that is off. Rebound by Branham, who I'm surprised is, yeah, like I said, in the game at all right now. What a spin there by Rollins. Back out to Herro. I thought Rollins was dropping the ball for sure. Jaquez screen. I would just go to the rim here. Go straight to the rim. Hope he gets cut off by Porter Jr., the former Buck. And Rollins jab steps it. He's gonna have to fall away, pull up, and that is off. 1 minute, 30 seconds to go. Hands it off to Maxey. Maxey against Malachi, playing some decent defense. It's down to Embiid. He shimmies. He steps back over Lively, and that is off. Joel Embiid. Sorry to throw more jabs at Joel Embiid. One of the worst playoff clutch performers of all time, continuing his reign. Screen, pass over to Jaquez, and it's going to be a screen by Lively. And between the legs, Jaquez doing nothing. Pass down to Lively. That is off. Good defense by Joel to force him into some BS. And Maxey now with the rock. Let's see if Joel can go back at what the hell I just said 3 seconds ago. Joel fall away. He makes it. Joel Embiid extends it to 3. 49 seconds to go. This could be a 2-0 series lead, but it's not looking good right now. Asar is back in the game, and so is Jaylen Brown, who hasn't been playing here as well. And Herro is struggling to get anywhere. They're not running any type of plays, and Herro nearly dribbles the ball out of bounds. He passes it to Porter Jr. He's down low, back out to Herro. He'll get a screen set, but Edgecombe is on it, and it's a pass down to Asar for the dunk. That's the best outcome you can get out of what was just happening there. It can be a pass into Maxey. I would imagine they double or maybe even foul at some point here. It's up to Embiid. Embiid, no, he's going to dribble out the clock. Joel, he's initiating it. 16 seconds to go, and the Bucks have a timeout. This is very, very, very favorable, but you need to stop here and no threes. Embiid between the legs. Embiid back to the left. He spins, layup. It is off, and the rebound by Ware. 4 seconds to go. All right. I know Asar just hit the last shot, but do I sub him out here? Let me see. I mean, I think it's a no-brainer. I think what you do here is, I mean, you got, who's their 3? Well, the 3 is the main 3, Edgecombe, Maxey. Or do you just... Yeah, give me Rollins. Screw it. We're going to go with the 3 guys on the team who have A+ 3-pointer, it says. Go with those 3. I'm going to put Herro at the 1 because I think he'll be the one taking the shot, and I'd rather him take it over Maxey. Obviously, you know, in real life, they would just put who they wanted on who they wanted. But unless it gets to Porter Jr., which that would be really nice. So I think MPJ is the guy I'd want taking the shot here, given his, you know, tough shot-making abilities. But let's see. Let's see. It is going to be screens off the ball. Yakuchionis in the corner. He gets it. It's a 3. It is off, and it's a rebound. Walsh gets it. No timeouts left. And Jordan Walsh, it really doesn't matter the result here. There is 0.6 to go. I won't simcast out because that might glitch it and, you know, give us too much favor here. But yeah, maybe I should have kept Asar in because he would have set a better screen. That's what I was thinking of, maybe, or maybe a putback. I was pondering that. That honestly might have been the beneficial thing to do, but whatever. Either way, it was MPJ's dude who got the board, who was at the 4, and Asar was not there. Nonetheless, yeah, stats. Asar led the way with 23 in that game. He had one of the bigger buckets down the line. But once again, the Bucks, and I think it's just the depth here. Jaquez with 21, Porter with 20. I mean, it's not even think, it's no. You know it's the depth. This team is way more top heavy, the Sixers, so they have that advantage. This game will tie it up 2-2. Brown with 28, Simons with 27, Edgecombe with 24. Next one in Milwaukee. It is a close one. It is a super duper close one. 235. I'm gonna jump it again. I don't care. I don't know if we could beat a West team. We'll see. I don't know who the hell's even in the Western Conference Finals right now, but it might scroll across the bottom while we're here. Let's see. Jaquez gets it. Is it gonna be a Rollins? Oh no, Rollins. Herro gets it. Herro drops the ball going into the lane, and Maxey's got it. Maxey to the rim. Pass down. Great pass to Jaylen Brown, and Ware kind of lost in the clouds there, which is one of his main gripes over in Miami, actually. One of the reasons why I know Spoelstra didn't have a lot of favor for him, as Lively's in the game with Ware, and they're going to pass it down, but it's stolen by Edgecombe. This is a horrendous lineup. This is not a good lineup. At least Asar isn't out there too right now, because anyways, pull up Porter, that they just let him have his shot. Porter's got 17 points. Herro again. We don't have any timeouts left, so they're going to have to roll with this. Herro against Porter Jr., Kevin to be exact, and back out to Jaquez. Set him a screen real quick. Damn. Oh my goodness. They're just standing around. What is he gonna do? Post up. Jaime, he's gonna have to pull the 3, and that is off. This team is trying to have, I don't know. They're trying to go down the series, basically what I'm trying to say. Double big against that. Can you go double real quick? Screw it. Why not, right? Why not at this point? And no, Embiid's just gonna take it. I just send the 2 bigs in and make him pass the rock. And Herro is that a moving screen? Another moving screen, this time on Lively. I can't challenge it even if I want to. There's almost no chance left here. And what's his name is pressing up super high. Now Edgecomb's got it over to Walsh. They're gonna probably give it back down to Embiid. Never mind, it's back out to Edgecomb. Edgecomb to Maxey. Maxey to Brown. Off ball screens for Walsh, former teammate of Brown's as well. I just realized he's back over here with them. Now he's gonna set the screen for Embiid. Don't know why he's the one setting it, but they just gave us a bailout. If there's any chance, it's right now. Herro on the break. He's forcing the issue again, and he pulls it up. That is good at least. 33 seconds. They're gonna foul. He's hitting his free throws. Let's be honest. This one's over with. Somehow they made it a 3-point game, but Jalen and Embiid proved to be too much. 35 and 30 from them. And it's a 3-2 series lead for the Sixers. I mean, the team is playing, you know, as they shall, I guess. Porter Jr. with a weak game in this one, and we're gonna need everybody to show up here for any chance. But it looks like it is gonna be the Sixers are just better. They even had Simons pull up off the bench and have a good game. Porter Jr. had a good game in the last 2 games. So 4 for 14 from Rollins. Sixers are going to the finals, and it's against the Spurs with Victor. And guess what? The Spurs swept anyways. Like I said, I don't know if we'd have the firepower to beat a Western team. And speaking of that, we did trade for Minnesota. They were the 5th seed, so their pick isn't going to be good. But hey, man, you know what? I don't know how long this is going to take, but at the very least, we're on an upward trajectory. I don't know if I'm going to guarantee a next year like we're back here or something again. This might have been like the Trae Young 2021 run. We might not be back in the conference finals for a while. I'm not gonna lie, we'll see. But this team was dominant for a lot of this season. Draft lottery, I don't think we have any picks up here, right? Yeah, no Milwaukee. Instead, we got the 22nd pick from Minnesota and the 28th pick of our own. Which the Blazers, they had 18. So swap worst. If we were bad per se, let's say, you know, we would have had the 18th pick instead. Because we would have got the worst of the 2 regardless. And I signed Michael Stockford, no money at all, to be our head scout. Actually, I think would I rather him be a CFO or assistant GM? Yeah, let's do that, I guess. Probably more important than a scout. I don't know. So 2 picks in the draft, a team that's already pretty solidified. I think coming off of a conference finals appearance, the one dude that doesn't really have much, like most of these guys have solidified themselves for us at this point, especially the whole Miami core that was acquired was big time this year. And then obviously Thompson, MPJ, depending on his age, we'll see how he gets down the line. Lively is going to be here for a while. Aside from that, I mean, you got Usman, Jang, Branham, maybe those type of guys could be in trades. Branham's a free agent, so not right now. I think it's more of a wait and see type of thing. Let's see though. Got the 22nd and 28th picks and a 2nd round pick. Obviously Jacob Underwood did a damn good job. You don't got to worry about him. Shout out, bro. And our next pick that we'll have back will be in 2030, which also too, can I trade for 2033 picks net yet? No. So I'm gonna have to take, once the offseason ends, I'll have to take the Heat's 2033 pick as well, because that's the pick they owe us. Another one of the picks at least. I don't know. I just couldn't trade for it yet. But anyways, didn't even mean to jump into the draft just yet, but whatever. Let's just roll with it. Do we have money in free agency again this year? I didn't think about that, because right now, this is just for example, if I was to trade and I was just looking at possibilities, I could absorb Jared Allen's $30 million deal with almost no issue. But then when I think, right, so okay, but usually you have like Casper cap space, just absolutely ghostly cap space that isn't really real. When you have like a lot of team options, we don't have a lot of those. The only one is ironically Casper is Yakuchionis, because I just use that damn word. Aside from that, everybody else is under, I guess, you know what Amet and Burries are. Okay, there you go. That's where it probably is. So what I could do if I don't want to decline their options since they're still young, I could just do something like this, but we don't need Jared Allen. So, but if there's any type of player, I should have looked at this before I hopped in the draft. I didn't mean to even jump into the draft, but screw it. I'll take the challenge, whatever. Is there any player that we could like combine some picks for and absorb into the cap space and pay some luxury tax real quick? Why not? I had to check this out real quick because I was looking at trades, and when I included the Heat's 2029 pick, its value was actually good. It looks like Miami ain't doing nothing, and because of that, their pick value is high. You know what? I was looking at trades. I was looking at maybe like a Devin Booker, a Jason Tatum. I did think about Jalen Johnson, but I saw that he just went to a pretty far 2nd round finish, interconference or whatever. I'm gonna just tell you everybody, I thought about Halliburton, but I was like, you know, we already have good point guard play. I think I want someone a little bit more talented on the wing scoring than Halliburton. I'd want someone to like maybe replace MPJ, or even replace Hero and put Hero back on the bench, either or, whatever. So I don't think Hero is the issue though, or anybody's the issue. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to improve, you know, do what's favorable, make the tough decisions. But with that being said, yeah, I don't think I'm going to do anything right now. I think I'm more so just going to play the offseason as it is. Although I think we'll end up with more players than we're able to roster. So something might have to happen at some point, maybe something more minor. With that being said, you know, I could do is try and trade up for a better pick. Maybe that's a possibility. Why the hell they want to trade me pick 14 for Malik Thomas? That's it? I just signed this dude for nothing. Maybe I'll come back to that. You know what? Actually, yeah, let's try and finesse another top 10 pick. See, there's that Miami pick for sure. That's a 2.5 star. That's a good value pick. Let's do, it's only a 2 star. Let's do 22 and 18 in the second round and 28. Let me get a second. No, I'll trade our 3 picks for the, nope. Okay, not for the 10th pick. What about 11? Who's got 11? Oh, damn. They still got Isaac making 15 million. I do not want that. How about I'll just do, yeah, this pick and this do Malik Thomas for whatever pick that is. So thank you, Houston. We get pick 11. I kind of didn't, you know, I might move up even further because I kind of didn't, I don't want multiple picks right now. I'm trying to save roster spots, save money, etc. Pacers want to give me Caruso. See, I was looking at Indy because they're not good. They obviously haven't built well and they're not in a good spot past the Halliburton thing. Anyways, would you guys want to move down like 1 spot? I'll give you pick 28 as well. They want a 20-30 first. Shout out Musa Diabate, but I'm good right now. I'll give you this 18th second and then, all right, cool. They agreed. Cool. So we move up to pick 7. Alperen Şengün and John Isaac get traded and the Rockets actually just moved up and they pick 2, some dude. And we get someone decent at number 8 in this draft. Mitchell Robinson and Noah Clowney for 6. Matthew Childress, and who is available? Let's see. Best player available, all NBAs, small forwards. Let's see. So, I mean, 19-year-old dude with an all NBA potential. Is there any Hall of Famers left? Maybe. Doesn't look like it at this point, of course. Although there probably was a few. Damn, the Celtics picked some garbage. I will go with the dude who's a little bit younger, still with all NBA potential, 6'8" guy from Serbia, Vlade Tarlak. I like the name. It's not a difficult name to say, you overseas bastard. Pull up, man. All right, let's do it. That's gonna be our 1 pick in this draft. He is a 76 and they want me to decline a mint. You know, I'm gonna accept everybody for now, but if there's a chance that we could have some more cap space, I might, you know, come back on this decision depending on who's out there. So let's see. Yeah, no, it's saying we have like 10 mil. So like Uzelis might be an option, or who is? How much we got? We got like, yeah, $9.7 million. So hypothetically, who's like the best dude we could afford? I don't know if it's anybody that'd be that impactful for our team. So I think we might just run it back at this point. I honestly would have like Zion at 32 mil, but I'm not sure. We'd have to clear up 20 mil in salary. He doesn't have any 100% offers, so it would be possible. I think also too, Zion's a foolproof replacement, you know, get to the rim dude like Giannis, but that's not really, you know, it's not exactly how that works, but whatever. As things are framed right now, we should have just as much, if not more money next offseason. What I want to see is if Ament and Burries finally hit a little bit of a I don't want to give up on the $2 lottery picks they just got in real life. I don't want to just like trade them away for nothing right now. That's where I'm standing. And I don't know if yeah, so I think what I want to do is take another second to see if either of those two progress, and then next offseason, well, actually, because I front load every contract, we'll have more money available, just a little bit. So, and also 2 more years left in the Dame deal. That'll be interesting as well. Also, well, actually, let me see real quick. This will be a big determinator. Yaku Chionis, he's up for extension. Okay, great. He doesn't want to damn near anything, so this shouldn't affect us much. Thank you very much. Usman Jiang, you're up for extension. Haven't been the best, but it doesn't really hurt me, so I'll just extend you for now. I could always just trade you. On the roster, we got 14 players. Oh yeah, right, because Branham's a free agent. Let me go find him. He was good for us. He wants $6 million a year, which is actually on the upper end of players that are free agents right now. There's also Carter Bryant. You know what, actually? We have a pretty young team. I have an idea. I think if I trade away, let's just get out of you know, man, Chris Sinek and John Bull. Clear me a good couple dollars in cap space. I have an idea. See you, John Bull. See you, Chris. I'm sorry we're not gonna be able to see you through, but the Nets just gave me 2 good first-round picks as well. All right, I made some very nice signings. I went ahead and brought on Julius Randle on a 3-year deal for $22 million. And I also signed, I was actually about to sign Siakam basically instead of both of these dudes, but I saw Matas, and for some reason off of a season where he had 23 points per game, Matas Buzelis was still valued at just like $10 million. So I went ahead and overpaid him. He was about to sign with Cleveland, who's also in our division. And I said, screw them. We'll take him from the other team in our division, the Bulls. And Matas Buzelis, welcome to the Milwaukee Bucks. Yep. I don't know what what his role will be exactly right now, but it doesn't really matter to me. We have a ton of good scoring wings. I felt like that was kind of, because our guards are set, I need to filter out and see who our best wings are going to be. This will probably kick Usman out the rotation. And actually, look at that. Okay, so Nate Ament did not get any better. And maybe we can give him a little bit more time, but I'm not going to lie, bro. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. Braden Burries went up by 6 overalls. I could see myself giving him a little salary, a little spot. I also didn't sign back Malachi, so gives you even more of a chance. So let's see how this goes. I like that a lot, because also too, I kind of did what I wanted to do with Pascal by getting Julius, getting a little vet for the team. Maybe put our team on now to how to shoot really difficult fadeaways that go in 10% of the time. And then we also get another good young player along the way. So as of right now, they want to start Randall, which by the way, yeah, we've picked up 2 Brooklyn players. I might put it on automated. I don't know. We definitely need Lively playing. So let's go ahead and make it a 10-man rotation real quick. I think actually, no, I'm going back to back with Porter Jr. starting for sure, because next to Asar, I feel like you need as much shooting as you can get. So we'll double back on our conference finals lineup. We're going to run the couple of wings that we got. Uzelis, you have to play like a big guard. Go ahead and give a lot of minutes. And then here we go. I'll give the last 5 minutes to Braden Burries. I also gave LeBaron Philon a 3-year deal for like $2 million a year because he was sitting in free agency. I'll give Burries 5 minutes a game as the 11th man. This is good. I like this. Matas goes up to an 87 at the 3, but I'm actually going to make him a 2 because that's what we kind of need right now off the bench, and it'll be cheesy to play him there, so why not? Actually, I'll put Jaquez as a 3 because Randall's here. Oh, you know what? I was going to say I don't like 41 for Matas number-wise, but Hero's 42, so I'm kind of with it. 41 and 42, starting and backup 2 guard. Yeah, this team should low-key roll through the league, or at least be pretty good at basketball, I guess. And also, Braden Burries, your leash is short, big dog. If you don't play good and you're 5 minutes a game, you about to be involved in whatever superstar we trade for this offseason. So yeah, get ready, man. Victor wins the cup. Did we get there at least? Maybe we might have. No, Atlanta did. We're 18-9 right now. The Knicks are half a game ahead. Porter Jr. is still averaging 21 a game. He's actually maybe playing an even better season so far. Man, I got this damn World Cup on. I've been watching the World Cup games. I'm watching USA, and I just seen them do some dumb stuff I ain't seen no other team do. I don't know what the hell this goalie was just doing. Anyways, thankfully Milwaukee is not part of the USA. This is part of Alaska. 38-15, first seed in the conference, best team in the league. So I think you have the right to be pretty confident here. MPJ leading the damn Milwaukee Bucks to the best seed in the conference. Braden Burries, 38% from the field. You about to get sent to Yucatan. Thankfully, he's not a negative at least. He's a physical offensive engine. His stats are good. His defense isn't even bad. Consistency is good. I don't know what's wrong with the dude. He just doesn't make shots. He doesn't really shoot a lot either. So maybe we'll just leave him out there since we're winning anyways. And that Miami pick might be good. They are in the bottom like 6 of the league or 7 or whatever it is. That was the pick we got from trading them old buddy, which actually I'm supposed to have another pick from them too. Hey Miami, run it up. I'll give you our 2033 second. Give me your 2033 first. Thank you very much. Supposed to have that unprotected. Goodbye. Luke is on the Clippers, by the way. He went to go join Rui. I'm gonna just play out the season again because I was thinking of maybe looking at a star trade using that Miami pick and whatever contracts we have. I want to see if that pick could jump in the lottery, because if we can get some generational player in this draft, I don't know if there is any. I haven't really looked. Here you go. Tony Parker, Hall of Fame, 6'6" point guard. That is a hooper because that dude could play at the 1 through 3 probably. This dude also. And yeah, okay. There's a few hoopers in this draft. Another Hall of Fame. I mean, we're still a few months out, so maybe our scouts got to do his job. But anyways, we'll see how that goes. We could win a ring this year. We were just the best team in the league. Just lost a few games though, but that's okay. Let me get that dude Burries out of here, out of the rotation, because he hasn't been playing good anyways. So get him out. We don't got to replace him with anybody. We're good with 10. And Victor wins MVP. Jason Crow, a cuff, whatever. Victor DPOI. Rob Dillingham, most improved for the Lakers, taking Luka's spot, and clutch player was D Book. And we had no All-NBA teamers. You know, if this was like 2013 and there wasn't any restrictions on All-NBA like position, or actually since they lifted the restrictions, I bet Khalil Ware might make an All-NBA team. But because there is no designated center spot, screw him. Although there's a couple of incredible centers in the league, so I'm probably lying. Asar, all defensive first team. Ware, defensive second team. We are the second seed in the conference behind the Wizards, who we had obviously a 3-1 comeback against last year. And we are the second seed in the East, third in the conference behind them and the Spurs. Obviously, AJ DeBonce is leading that team to the promised land, it looks like right now. So, and team stats during the season were the 3rd best offense and the 2nd best defense. Round 1 is going to be against Toronto. Toronto, Benedict Mathurin, and Derek White, Kawhi, Scotty Barnes, and Colin Murray. Boyles. They win game 1 by 2. They win game 2 by 13. This would be a very disappointing round 1 loss after the season we've had. Thankfully, we get a win in the next one. Can we get another win? There you go. By 3. It's been some close games, but that's what's going to happen. It's the playoffs. Next one is another win by almost 30. And game 6, we have advanced. Sorry, I don't know why I just clicked on a Kings game. We have advanced back to the second round. So last year, obviously, got here pretty comfortably. This year, Matas with 21 in this last game. You know, obviously the new addition. Lil Ware 17 and 17. And round 2 is going to be against, this is actually a pretty interesting Pistons team. They can go a lot of ways in these videos, but this is a pretty interesting way they went about building this team. They have Dame at the 1 with Cade at the 2, Dylan Brooks at the 3, Ron Holland, and Jalen Duren. They also have Taylor Hendricks, Marvin Bagley's back, Abeka Okori, the dude they drafted, Precious, whatever. We have the depth advantage again. I think we're the better seed, of course, but you know, they still got Cade and Dame, who had 32 in this first game. Cade had 23 and 17, Durham with 28, but 33 from Herro, 30 from Porter Jr., 21 from Buzelis, 21 from Yakuchionis with 10 assists, 15 from Thompson, 13. Yeah, 157 points in this game. This team did not let up. Next one in Milwaukee, and I'm remembering now too. Obviously, we stole Asar. This is year 2 over here with us, but you know that still probably hurts them, and they replaced him with Dylan Brooks. Shout out, bro. MPJ with 38. We win another game, and you know, I will say I would think ideally that Dame would be a fantastic fit next to Cade, but he is also taking the ball out of Cade's hands, and sometimes in 2K against the Pistons, the most difficult thing to guard is when Cade just has the ball every single play. As we're gonna go up 3-0 in this series, and Cade, I mean, 9 for 20 in this game, so you can't really blame anybody else or whatever. It's a little bit of everybody, and we're gonna win the series in 4. So conference finals appearance back-to-back years. I said I couldn't guarantee that, but with just the addition of Julius Randle and Matas Buzelis, we are back once again, and it is going to be Atlanta, who last year obviously was the kind of dream teamish Sixers, who did not make it past the first round this year actually, and they have basically the same team. And Atlanta usually they're kind of more similar to us, all around, well-rounded, whatever. They actually brought DeJounte Murray back. They have Nikhil still, Risa Shea, Jalen Johnson, Domantas Sabonis, who I think, I did see him in free agency. I think I could have signed him, but we didn't need a center. And then you got Newell and Dyson Daniels off the bench, and Wendell, Deuce McBride, Sandro, who they must have traded for while he was on that big Lakers contract still. In game 1, it is a win by almost 20. Johnson led the game with 32 for them, but doesn't matter. All right, game 2. Oh my goodness, the comeback of Doom, 40 to 22 4, 31 to 21 third. Tyler Herro with 37. Game 3 in Atlanta. Your Milwaukee Bucks are walking through the Eastern Conference, no pun. And it is going to be a 2 games lost. This is the exact Knicks run actually. Is it to a T even? No, because we lost game 1 and game 2, so it's a little bit different, but this is the exact Knicks run. 2 losses and 0-0, and now in the finals to play the San Antonio Spurs, of course. And Asar Thompson was the conference MVP, Eastern Conference MVP, with 14, 5, and 5 a game with 4 steals and 3 blocks. And it's him against probably the other, you know, obviously the 2 best defensive players in the game are going to play each other in the finals. Here's the playoff stats as a whole. Herro's leading the team in scoring. Then you got Porter Jr. No 20-point scorers, but we got 7 players in double figures, which is very impressive, obviously. Jaime's at 9, Rollins at 9, and then, you know, Derek Lively don't score the ball, but that's fine. They got Vassell at the 3, Champagny at the 4, and then you guys still got Harper, Castle, Victor, and is Fox still there? Yes, he is. They never get rid of this core. They always, you know, the wings might fluctuate. They got Grant Williams. He actually plays. This dude play? No. Game 1, the Spurs walking us down, but hold on. Watch out for your Milwaukee Bucks. Another big time second, really just post first quarter. They had 50 in the first quarter, the highest scoring quarter of this game, but the last 3, our team defense went nuts. Fox had almost 40. De'Aaron Fox is the only one who showed up, kind of. Not really, but we win this game by almost 20 points. Herro with 27, Ware with 21, Porter Jr. This is some of the best. Hopefully they can close it out, but this is some of the best team defense I've ever seen. To shut down a team like that for 3 quarters straight after allowing 50. 148, 130. This team is unlocking itself before our eyes. 35 from Victor, 25 from Harper, 23 from Fox. Are the Milwaukee Bucks about to be 2028 NBA champ, or this is 2029 NBA champions? Yo, another win. We went down 2-0 to the Raptors, and we have not lost a game since 3-0 over the Spurs. Khalil Ware outplayed Victor Wembanyama in this game. I mean, he had less in everything except for rebounds, really, but about the same almost in everything, and didn't miss an extra 8 shots or whatever. And this team, this depth, this everything, and also too, I will say Ware and what's his name, Lively, is a fantastic rotation to guard Victor, and I think that probably helps a lot as well. And so far, we haven't had any opportunity to watch this team play, but that opportunity comes right here, right now. Up by 4 points, 2 minutes to go. Jacoby Walter is going to pass the ball into, let's see, pass into Fox. Fox is against Herro right now, and he's going to pass it back out to Walter. Walter back down to Fox. Fox going to go at Tyler, and no, he passed it to the corner. It's Porter Jr. with the heads up steal. He's on Victor right now, and actually we got Ware on Harper, but no, Porter Jr.'s screen. That was actually a really smart play. Victor was on Porter Jr., so they run a floppy screen. They would have done that regardless probably, but because Victor was on him, it was harder to run over those screens. If they were a smart basketball team or video game, they would have just switched there, but that never happens. Harper's got it against Giannis. Pass down to Victor. Victor in the post. Layup is blocked by Khalil Ware. You are rarely going to see that happen. And it's going to be into Victor in the corner. Going to go at him again. Get him bumped to the post, and oh, that is a foul by Ware. Does he ever? I don't know. Wait, we have 1 timeout left. I'm challenging this because it's a 7-point lead. There's no look at what I'm seeing right here. There is never any contact with his body in this whole play. Now 2K might glitch, and because he's 7'8", and they might say this is a foul for some reason, but screw it, it's worth a shot, because if this is not a foul, call overturned. It is going to be a jump ball center court. Victor, and Ware, can he win it? It's not a huge height differential, and oh my goodness, Khalil Ware is frying Victor right now. Giannis over to Thompson, back to Yaku, back to Porter Jr. in the corner against Castle. It's gonna be off-ball screens for Herro. Movement shooting, Herro 3, it's off, but look at Khalil Ware, and he'll go back up with the layup. The centerpiece of the Giannis trade, making his presence felt. They're gonna hit Victor again. Oh no, they pass it to Vassell, and he gets fouled. Plus the foul. 3 is good, and that did look like a foul. I don't know what Asar was doing. Yeah, it's a 1,000,000% a foul, and then he tries to say to review it like an imbecile. Asar went and tried and take that boy out. So that is a terrible way to shift the momentum after such a fantastic chain of events for us. But game is still within control. 5-point lead. Obviously that challenge is even bigger now, because obviously we would have never challenged that last play. So yeah, Herro off the screen. He's got some room. He'll pull the midi. That is off. Rebound by Victor. Has some more time to kill there. Victor now back up the other way, going at Ware, crossover, trying to go back at him. He gets stuck a little bit to the post, fall away. That is good. 3-point game, 32 to go. They don't have to foul at all here. He's gonna pass it to Herro. Don't play too much Herro ball though. Come on, 25 seconds to go. Tyler bumping against Castle. They do have a time, and we still actually have our timeout too, because we won the challenge, I guess. I think in real life you usually lose it when it's that late in the game. Giannis off the screen. He falls away for 3. That looked terrible. They're not going to call their timeout. Pass up to Harper. Harper for 3. That is good. And the Cardiac Spurs have walked us down to take the game back within reach. Do I want to put in my own lineup, or do I want to just let them rock at this point? Well, actually, no. You know what? I'm going to put in my own lineup only because I know what I said last time about having Thompson out there for rebounding, but we have Buzelis now. It's a whole different ball game. So I'm going to put Mataz out there for 3 because he's obviously got the shooting and he's got the size, and we'll leave the rest of the team as is. So that'll be the lineup. Last shot of the game, and this could win an NBA championship at home, but it shouldn't have been this difficult. That challenge should not have mattered this much, and it would have mattered even more if I'd made the wrong call. And let's see, it's gonna be a pass in. Herro gets it, step through, and that is good. The Spurs, they have 0.8 to go. Tyler Herro, Steph Castle gambles a little bit on the steal. He tries to get it. He gets in the lane. He misses the hell out of it, which is a rarity. I thought that was for sure about to be a steal. Now it would have been a really costly steal because there's time left. Now I'm going to change these lineups again because we should put in Thompson. We should maybe put in Ray. He has a B+ perimeter defense. What the hell? I guess over Porter at that point for sure. And then Rollins at the 2. And I guess let's try and close it out with Burries low key. Burry's he doesn't play. I mean, what's his defense is 76, but he has B+ perimeter, B+ inside. Here, screw it. We'll throw Braden out there since he never played really. And I'll put Thompson at the 1 because I don't know. Sounds right. Let's pray. Let us pray. One more shot. Actually, you know, one more thing. No threes. No threes. Smother to 9. No threes. There you go. Simple as that. Every player on this lineup can shoot. So hopefully the no threes thing kicks in for spacing. I mean, what's it called? Switching as well. And oh my goodness, Harper, some room for 3. It is off, and your Milwaukee Bucks have won 16 straight after losing the first 2 games. We have won 16 straight games to win the 2029 NBA championship. I'm not gonna lie to you. I said it multiple times. I know I made some good signings, but I thought this team was gonna take a much longer time to win it. Considering all the situations, the Dame thing, the picks, I thought this team was gonna take a lot longer. I don't think any picks that we've drafted or whatever at any point in this video are in this rotation right now. This is solely comprised of players from the Heat trade and players signed, and whoever was here previous. If Rollins, that dude Burry's low-key looks like the Weeknd, at least right here he does. Anyways, Khalil Ware, Jakob Giannis, and Khalil Ware wins Finals MVP. I didn't mean to skip past that, but thought I was gonna skip to it actually. And 27, and yeah, he deserves it. He absolutely fried Victor in this game as well. 22-50. Victor had the all-around stat line, but he was 8 for 22, 2 for 9 from 3. Ware was 12 for 14. He definitely has less pressure on him, like when it comes to, obviously, I mean, the Spurs are damn good. I don't want to make no excuses for them, let's be honest. It's kind of like this year in real life. 19 from Buzelis, 18 from Herro, 17 from Randall, 16 from Porter, 14 from Tom. This is one of the most well-rounded scoring effort teams I've ever seen. And Burry's and Ament, you guys are NBA champions. Let's see, bro, this team walked down the league, and let's hope and let's see if this team can win themselves another ring as well. Khalil Ware, 20 and 13 a game, 2 assists, half a steal or whatever, call it 1, 2 blocks, 67 from the field, 82 from the line, and 36 from 3. He had an insane finals. And let me just look at the final stats again. Yeah, him, Porter Jr., and Herro all averaged 20. Victor did average 27, but it was on 44 from the field. So Khalil Ware did his job and then some. They also didn't play a backup center, so Victor was playing a boatload of minutes. And here's the playoff stats in general. Herro, Porter Jr., and Ware all with 17+ points. Herro and Porter basically with 20. And Porter Jr. Herro was insanely efficient actually. 61% from the field, which was almost the best on the team. He was up there. Not going to shoot better than Lively though. And then Randall was big time impact. He averaged actually more than Buzelis, obviously our other signing. And Randall was hooping, and yeah, we basically just refined and got rid of any table scraps from the lineup. And Eric Spoelstra said, yeah, I've seen enough. And guess who else did? Mitch Johnson, 14 years in, he said, I'm retiring. And oh yeah, right. Eric Spoelstra, I might have retired too. Wait, why does it say via Brooklyn? Oh, I did trade for a Brooklyn pick, but that is hold on. Where'd the Heat pick? Did the Heat make the playoff? Oh, well, they might have actually, but it says, yeah, the Heat must have made the playoffs. I didn't notice. Oh, so good for them, I guess. They must have won out the play-in, and they made the playoffs, but so we'll have the 15th pick or whatever. Bucks third odds via Brooklyn, but that is top 3 protected. Let's see. I'm just gonna skip to it, and it is gonna end up for the most perfect. It could have next year could have conveyed and been a top whatever pick, but if they would have kept their pick, they might have been better next year. Instead, we're gonna get the 4th pick in this draft, and it's a pretty good draft. I saw, what was it, 2 or 3 Hall of Fame, All NBA. Okay, some of these fell down a bit, but well, I mean, this dude, 22 years old would not be that big of an issue for us to slot into this team. He's still ranked pretty low here. We'll see what happens. I might just stand pat at 4. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do anything too cheesy or whatever. We still could make some sort of crazy trade or whatever, but low-key, bro, our best plan of action is just run it back. I mean, it worked so well, and some of these guys are going to continue to get better too. Not all of them. Randall's obviously 34. I would like to see him still play though. Ware might get a little bit better. The other guys from the Heat trade, Jakob Giannis, Buzelis, maybe a little bit. Burry's maybe, but he's probably, I don't really want to force him in the rotation, to be honest with you. I don't know if there's anybody else around the league that would make sense trade wise, but I mean, we just won the championship, so we're kind of grimy if we do that. I could probably get Jason Tatum, I'll be honest with you. And would he help this team? I mean, Tatum's the type of guy that could fit into a system. They went 22 and 60. He's 31 years old. We don't have much to lose, and it'd be really funny if in the long run this team ends up not getting Jaylen Brown and getting Jason Tatum. I think timeline wise, the Nuggets suck too. I mean, but Khalil Ware isn't going anywhere from I'm not even moving him to a 4. He needs to stay exactly where he is. So Tatum would be the most seamless fit to take a starting spot, but we'll revisit that for now. And you know what else? I could also package it with the 4th pick. I'm gonna see who gets picked here. Lynn Harvey, I think he was was he the best? Okay, yeah, he was the best overall dude. And the Jazz will trade pick 2 for Reed Shepherd from the Celtics. So they are kind of cleaning house here, and they'll pick Jimmy Rose, who was not who I was looking for here. And third pick, okay, I think that's who it was. Yeah, Lewis Ramsey. Could I maybe trade? I'm not, because I'm just gonna be honest, like some of these other dudes don't look okay. Well, Isaiah Thomas, Hall of Fame ceiling. Let's see. Is he the only one left? Maybe it's a sign. Yeah, I'm only seeing one Hall of Fame ceiling left, and it's Jake Anderson, 20-year-old point guard, which actually gives us a bit more time for him to develop. You know what? Let's go ahead and pick him up, man. Jake Anderson, 20-year-old point guard, 6'4". He can learn behind Yaku and Ryan Rollins. Screw it, from Colorado. He looks like a damn Milwaukee player. We also have the 15th pick in the first round, and this dude, you know what? I'm gonna go with this guy because he's all NBA ceiling. A little bit worse, but he they're both small forward, power forward. We could use either. That's maybe at some point in the future. I'm gonna draft the younger guy from Louisville. So we get a 76 overall and a 74 overall. They tell me to decline Nate Ament. I'm gonna accept once again for now. You might see me looking at a Tatum trade. Oh, Tatum's a free agent. I didn't even know that. I could work a little sign and trade into the canon events of this video. Jaylen Brown's even a free agent. We don't have actual money to sign many really players with a good Derek Queen, but I think I'm good because I like our little center rotation. We have 17 players on the roster right now, but I am going to, let me see. I have decided to use our full MLE to sign Cedric Coward, and this is on some, I'm about to cheese the system. Why not? Devin Booker's also out here. We only had that $16 million MLE. I'm trying to talk to Boston. Why not? Oh, they gave him a no trade clause. Maybe he won't care. Let's see. Because we could use these contracts. We can go ahead and throw Cedric Coward. Even honestly, we can keep the bastard. He's still a good player. Really needed to, but that's why I signed him other than like some troll or something. Throw him, Ousmane Dieng, Braden Burries. We're basically giving him a damn team at this point, but not Jake. I want to keep my guy Jake. I think Tarlac we just drafted last year, 8th overall. I'd like to keep those guys. Throw them Nate Ament, who hasn't done anything. Damn, I low-key want to shout out some of these teams, bro. It's some interesting teams out here. The Jazz have Darren Peterson, Joel Embiid, Reed Shepherd, and Alperen Şengün, and they just signed Embiid, so the rest were obviously already there. That's a crazy team. And then you look, Devin Booker went to the Lakers. Who else was it? Oh yeah, the Pacers I saw had Ace Bailey they just signed alongside Halliburton. All right, this is the package I offered for Jason Tatum. It did not work. It was Burry, Cedric Coward, Nate Ament, Brooke Evans. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, these last 4 dudes look like complete fill-ins, but I will say, so we have just looped ourselves into a not too terrible Cedric Coward contract because I decided to take a shot at something, and it still could lead to a big trade, but I re-signed Burries for 4 years. I mean, my bad. What am I talking about? I didn't do that at all. Burries went up by 4 overalls. Actually, I just inadvertently reminded myself that I can re-sign him now if I want to, and he wants $28 million a year. I don't know what type of potential this dude has, but I'm not gonna lie to you, we're in a very advantageous position. We're not probably gonna have money for a little while here, just based off the guys that we have. Herro, he'll re-sign. He's a lifer at this point. He came back to Milwaukee and won us a ring, and he was incredible in the playoffs. Asar doesn't want a lot of bread on his extension, so we'll go ahead and bring him back for 3 years, obviously. Porter Jr., he actually does want an MLE again. He hasn't regressed yet. I think I don't remember what the hell I did, but on this file I probably made it so it doesn't regress so damn young. But once again, I'm gonna go ahead and screw it. He's been a huge part of this team. We'll do another 3-year deal. Either way, I want to keep all those dudes regardless of what happens. Who hasn't? I didn't set this up this way, but Nate Ament hasn't gotten any better. We'll get Lively on a discount as well. But yeah, Nate Ament has not got any better. Okay, bro, like Coward was not a bad signing. I could actually let him play, but I don't know if I want to mess anything up. If I wasn't trading him, I wouldn't have signed him. I'm gonna say bear with me, and I'm gonna probably hold on to him until the deadline, but before that, screw it. It looks like, and yes, he hasn't played meaningful minutes for us yet, but if Burry's if there's anything there, I'm gonna give him his bread. Screw it. Five-year extension or 4-year extension on top of this year. Screw it, let's do it. And also I gotta cut, we have 3 extra roster spots. That is not good. Well, actually, I'm not gonna lie to you, Nate Ament. I mean, unless I could use your $10 million salary right now. That was the other thing, was that I don't have a lot of room to be a lot of space to be wasting here. We have a few young dudes on contracts. We have a Ment, Tarlac, who didn't get any better at 20, LeBaron, who I signed and probably isn't worth a spot at this point, and also Ousmane Dieng, who doesn't play. So and then you even got, you know, Cedric Coward, who I just signed for the vibes. Literally all those dudes, I don't know what to do with them right now. All right, that's how you know the value's not good. They trying to make me trade Nate in a 1st round pick to get Patrick Williams. Screw it. I'm gonna trade Nate Ament with to the Utah Jazz for 2 first-round picks. It might not even be 2 if that pick gets protected, but yeah, just go ahead and do that. See you, Nate. I'm sorry, man. You didn't show me none, so I have to do it. I'm gonna hold on to Tarlac for now, especially considering his $9 million salary is actually kind of advantageous. I'm gonna trade LeBaron to the Clippers for Glenn Jamison in a first, because we're at a point in the offseason where teams don't have like roster spots, so I'm just kind of trying to do what I can to get rid of this spot. And there you go. What is this? Nuggets, 2 top 10 protected picks. I'll have to give up a Brooklyn one. I don't really want to do that, but I'll roll the dice. Take 2 first over 1. Then lastly, I was thinking, let's get Usman out of here. He's on a 4-year, $19 million deal. We'll go Usman to the Rockets. Sounds fine. For a first from Orlando and Paul Reed. And then Paul Reed, you can get out of here for whatever they possibly could offer me in this world. We can trade our own first and get back to Memphis or whatever. Memphis, Minnesota. That works. Whatever. Didn't actually get to choose as much as I wanted to. I mean, that was pretty good. All right. So that's the roster. We're going to get, not to piss him off too much, but I'm not going to play Cedric Coward. I'm sorry. I don't want to mess up the good thing we had. I don't care what it costs. I'm not the jinxing the team type of guy. I think Buzelis is playing like 20. Porter Jr. definitely starting again. I don't have him listed as a 4, so they put him off. We're going to run back the lineup. Oh, they're trying to start Braden Burries over Tyler Herro. Now, he might get some tick because he's also long-term plans, young dude. I mean, he's only 2 years younger than Cedric Coward, to be fair, but you might get a chance again with like those, like, let's say 10 minutes a game at the end of the bench. Low-key though, throw him 20 and see what he does. Run it early, throw him 20 and see what he does. We'll give 30 minutes a game to the starters. I need a few more to Khalil Ware. He's the MVP of this team. I'm gonna lob him 38 minutes. Actually, we'll go 37. And Coward, you're probably gonna be hey, league knows what the hell Coward is. He's a good player. He's a damn 86. So I can include him in some down the line maybe. Let's see. So far, we did not win the NBA Cup. We didn't go to it. The Hawks went to it again. And we're not the best team in the conference. Where's Burries at? 9 points a game, 53%, 37 from 3. I don't know if he's worth that money I gave him, but whatever. $111 million. But he has a damn 98 3-point shot and a 93 midi. So how can you really complain? All right, we have made a pretty straightforward trade. Now, I don't even know how this is going to fit into the rotation or whatever, but we have traded Cedric Coward and 2 first-round picks, 2 of our own, by the way, so no qualms there, because wait, Joshua Hart, who the hell is that? Anyways, we're going to trade Cedric Coward and 2 of our own first-round picks a few years from now to the Charlotte Hornets for Milwaukee native Con Knipple, who actually is the best overall player on this team now, which is kind of insane to say, to think that we just acquired a dude off a whim that is now the best player on this team. But definitely gonna find a way to get him some minutes. I just felt like if we were gonna acquire anybody in an easy, fashion, it might as well be the guy who proudly reps Milwaukee just like Tyler Herro does or whatever. That was part of the reason why I was thinking of going to get what's his name a little while back, thinking to get Tyrese Halliburton. I saw him, obviously he's from Wisconsin, and you know what, we're just gonna go 12-man deep rotation. I'm gonna just make Randall a permanent bench fixture, because what I want to do is I'll go ahead and Randall force non-starter because I moved MPJ to a 4, so we'll just play MPJ at the 4 next to, they want to start Khan. You know what, actually, let's do this. Let's put Khan at the 2 with Casper, Asar, Porter Jr. and Ware, and then we'll have Herro, Buzelis, Burries, Jaquez, Randall, Rollins, and Lively all off the bench. I'm gonna just run this for a bit just for fun and see how it goes. I could always just fixate it back to Herro in the starting 5 because we need to or whatever, but so far we've lost 1 game with this lineup, so it doesn't seem to be going too bad. And yeah, the long-term future of this team is probably set at this point. Let's see. I mean, you got a little bit of everything, and this is one of the better shooting teams you could ever put together too, especially to surround Asar Thompson. They're currently just a little bit behind the best offensive rating in the league and the 7th best defense. I would actually like if that was a bit higher. So far, 1 loss, or now 3 losses, now 4, now 5. Okay, maybe it's not looking so pretty, but anyways, pretty good. Victor MVP, Connor Bayless, rookie of the year. That was the first pick. No, he's a 10th pick. What the hell? Oh, it was probably a few years ago. Yeah, he hasn't played. Cameron Carr, most improved player for the Sixers. Jacob Underwood, coach of the year, 63 wins. I don't think he won it last year, so yeah, whatever. Won a championship, so who cares? And no, surprisingly, no Khalil Ware on all defense, but Asar makes it. And we are the 1st seed playing the Knicks. And it's going to be 3. Oh, the Knicks still with a handful of their core. They got Miles Bridges next to Mikal Bridges now. Not brothers, but whatever. Same name. Second round, Orlando. Suggs, Richardson, Franz, Paolo, and Day'Ron Sharpe. They swept the Sixers. We're going to win game 1, lose game 2, lose game 3, win game 4, win game 5, lose game 6. Okay, interesting. So struggling to Orlando after walking through the conferences last year. So far in the playoffs. Oh yeah, I forgot Buzelli's is a 2 as well. And he's also been benched a game for Rollins. Yeah, I don't like these fluctuations. So I'm gonna dumb it down in a second. I think even 2, just in general, if I could be totally honest, like if I wouldn't have signed Cedric Coward, I would have just ran it back. And it looks like, honestly, right now, I might have to do something like that. What I mean is, well, Randall's not even playing too great either. Let's go ahead and, okay, no Rollins. Give me the starting 5 from last year. Burries is playing good. Buzelis is playing good. I'm going to start Herro. I'm going to change Knipple back to a backup 3. Let's go with last year's lineup again in the starting 5. All right, I got it how I wanted. It's just an all-around group affair. Ware's getting 36 minutes. The rest of the starters are mostly getting 30. And then the bench is just a little bit of this, a little bit of that. 12-man rotation, but it's not a lot of minutes going around. It's going to be, hey, man, you know, do what you can in the time you get. And look, it leads to little comebacks like this because we have fresh legs. Please complete the comeback, though. Please. They're right there. And oh, God, we about to lose to the damn Orlando Magic. 8-point. Okay, it's 6. 122 to go. It's a 6-point game. And instantly here, okay, Franz is going to get the ball and he's guarded by Asar. I like that. Paolo's not in the game right now. So Asar, do your best. Off ball screen of doom. Oh my goodness. You saw Herro get hit there. Asar is over it. Pass down to Quaintance. He's going to pass it out and it is nearly stolen. That's Buck's ball. Really? I did not think that was our ball, but I'll take it. Look at this real quick. Suggs, that is 1,000% their ball. I actually have not seen a call like that. Suggs, he tips it off of Mataz. It hits like it hits his arm, bro. Like I don't care what you say. There's no way it moves another direction in that scenario. All right, just like that, it's back within reach, and Asaro passed the ball on to Herro. Tyler, we've seen some nasty plays from you, but I still trust you. You brought us a championship. Tyler trying to get to his bag. Oh boy, the bag is not deep. I'll just say that much. It's not looking good. Oh, Herro, he got there. He didn't get a bucket though. 53 seconds to go and Franz back out. It's a steal. Up to Herro. Herro nearly goes backcourt up to Thompson. Thompson to the rim and he misses the shot. And that is going to be game. Franz has the breakaway lane. 35 seconds to go. And it is going to be a magic 3-point win. Kasparis with 30. And I will say this might though, you could cut it however you want, but this might reinforce the fact that we could still use some improving, and it's still out there. It's still a possibility. What the hell is wrong with Franz's eyes? Look like a damn possessed. And the Magic and Mavericks will go to the finals, and Cooper Flag. I do want to see at least one more ring out of this team. We won it so damn early into this, put effort into building the core. Here's the playoff stats. MPJ was leader in scoring. Yeah, I should have been starting Herro, bro. Herro 60%. I'm not gonna lie, I rock with you, Khan, but you were kind of a, for one, you were leading the Hornets to absolutely nothing this whole time, so that's kind of why I felt like trading for you in the first place. But yeah, no, Tyler's that guy for us, at least, especially in the simulation. I can't back up whatever the hell he be doing when we jump in the games, but nonetheless. And Julius Randle, he wants to retire. I don't want you to. I know you 35, but damn. And I'll be even. Well, all these dudes already overrode all their retirements, so whatever, I guess. I'm trying to go back to the glory days for one season. Let's see. Hold on. Celtics with the first pick and the 6th best odds from Utah, but we have the 8th. I think the Denver pick was top 10 protected though, right? Yeah, and actually they jump up into the top 4, so we'll have their pick next year. All right. I'm just gonna simulate to the draft. Not gonna jump in yet though. I still do, as you see too, Boston had 2 top 10 picks. They both fell. We do have the 20th and 28th picks. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I'm still looking at this Jason Tatum trade, and Khan would be the better, even better asset to throw at them than whatever we had last year. This dude Anderson might get good soon too. He was the damn 4th overall pick. Tarlac, you wasn't really nice. You on a team option. I gotta wait to trade you. I might have to finesse that real quick. And I could also still trade Braden Burries. This would make this deal straight up easy right now, but do I want to see if he has any more progression left in him? We need to make up 20 million for Tatum. I could do that with like, it'd be kind of tough to do, honestly. So yeah, I think it would have to be Braden Burries if we wanted that. Okay. Maybe we let Randall fizzle out. He wasn't even that good in the playoffs. I know I just brought him back, but if I get you another ring, I can, you know what I'm saying, you can forgive me for, you know, bringing you out of retirement. And Rollins actually wasn't that great in the playoffs either, but he's usually good for us, so I don't want to talk too much. So the Hawks, and they were the 8th seed over 500, and they lucked into the first pick. They must have missed the play-in. They must have lost in the play-in. They might have legitimately been the last spot. I mean, they were a top 15 team in the league, and yet they got the first pick in the draft with their own pick. They jumped up from probably the last spot in the lottery. I don't remember. I don't remember paying attention to it. With that being said, I'm about to talk to Atlanta. Watch this. Something like this, bro. And look, Atlanta is already in the mix. This will put us at a bit of a you know, disadvantage or whatever. But I kind of just want to go back to what we had in the first place while offloading Concanipple. Now, I could probably do some other finesse and like trade Julius Randle and get the first pick, but let's actually stick to a bit of realism. Let's say a team like Atlanta lucks into the first pick. They don't know what they're walking into here. I could take some more picks from them as well. I don't know. It's just, why not if I can? And yeah, I kind of want to keep everybody else for the most part. I would trade this dude Tarlac, but whatever. We can do the first pick. Give me a few seconds, maybe. What's this year? 2030. All right, they're not budging on anything more than just, I think it's gonna have to just be the first pick and then like a group of seconds if that's what I want for Khan. And I think what it is too is that they know that this is a salary dump as well. That's what's keeping them a bit reluctant, as they are not trying to accept just Khan for the first pick. That's actually kind of wild. I did not expect that. So you know what? I will lob in Brooke Evans as well, and still no. I'll give you the 20th pick and the 28th pick, and I'll give you this dude Brooke. There you go. Atlanta Hawks have agreed. And the reason why I was so hell-bent on getting that done is because, oh, I see whoever the hell this is. Pat Vaughn, 7'3" with a 7'4" wingspan, 285 pounds, 19 years old, B+ rating, Hakeem Olajuwon Hall of Fame ceiling. Hey man, Khalil Ware, I said I wouldn't move you to the 4 with Jokic, but for one, we lost a year since then. And two, this dude might be able to change the franchise even more than we already have. And he'd be a homegrown talent, and he'd be with actual intent. Pat Vaughn, welcome to Milwaukee. Number 35, I like it. I like it. We retired Giannis's number, obviously. I don't even know. Actually, Giannis is obviously still in the league. Let's do it. Sim to end. And there might be some more. 85 overall. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. He might be starting day one. Actually, that's probably what will happen. I think they want me to get rid of Tarlac. I'm gonna keep him for now because I could always just trade him, whatever. And I don't think first of all, we just got a first overall pick, so we probably shouldn't have money. We can sign Caleb Wilson. We got our MLE. I actually was looking at trading for him a little bit ago, and he might be a good little Randall replacement. But I don't think, like I said, I kind of don't want to. We already just got a Randall replacement by drafting the first pick in the draft. So we have 14 players on the roster. You know what I'm gonna do? Screw it. I'll just sign this dude Wade Mitchell. Throw him a little 3-year, maybe, yeah, something like this. We'll go 4-year deal to this dude because why not? Usman is out of here, and that'll bring us up to 15 players. Do we have any extensions to do? Mataz, yep, bring him back. We want to ring with you, big dog. You locked in for life. Kez, you already know, big dog. You already know. I mean, I'll just give you your bread. I hope you decline that one. I was about to say I could give him even less in a second probably, but whatever. Randall, you were trying to retire, but you want to stick around. You're here. Khalil Ware, Ryan Rollins, and that's about that. Free agency been real. Braden Burry's best player on the team, 87 overall, kind of wild. And let's just run it. Let's just run it, bro. Jake Anderson goes up 3. This dude Wade Mitchell went up 70 somehow to a 70 overall. Let's run it, and we're gonna see. Do I want to start Pat Vaughn, our guy, our center, year 1, or what I could do a little bit of a power move is probably say shout out to Lively, but say forget Lively for now and just run this dude as the backup center. That wouldn't be a bad idea. You know, we don't gotta force him just yet. And I think what I'm gonna do is they're trying to start Randall. We're gonna go ahead and bench Randall once again, force non-starter. Also I want the starting 5 to stay the same. I think what won us a ring should work again. All right, let's run it. Let's run it up. And actually, Lively's the last dude in the rotation, right? Or no, it's Rollins. You know what? Cut it to 10. Shout out to my guy Ryan, but cut it to 10 for now and just run Randall, Jaquez, Buzelis, Pat Vaughn, and Braden Burry's off the bench. Do that. That works. We did lose a game to Orlando, who obviously we lost to in the playoffs. So, but the year we won the ring was not some perfect regular season. Paulo wins the Cup MVP. We did lose to them in the Cup in one of the qualifiers, so they made it. And they're actually, it looks like they're probably, yeah, they're a better team than us by 1 game right now. Let's see some of the stats real quick. Porter Jr. still leading the way. He's 32, still leading us with 19 a game. Buzella's averaging 13 off the bench. Where's Pat Vaughn at? 12 a game off the bench, 8 boards. He is efficient. Sometimes these rookies, they aren't super efficient, but he's just good at everything. He's not an insane defender, but he's a great rebounder. He has a 76 speed at 7'3". He is the most valuable player on this team right now. And you know what? Burries is second. So maybe, you know what? I'm going to let the team, we're playing so great that actually, can I do this from this screen? Let me stop messing around. Can you do the force bench thing from here? Yeah. Okay. So turn this off and let Jacob Underwood handle it. Actually, I don't even know if I think he still should be here. Actually, I want to leave Randall on force bench. Yeah. So they're going to start Pat and start Braden. Screw it. I'm going to trust in them. I like Yaku at the 1 because he's a good passer, 7 assists a game at the start, but so is Burries, 7.5 assists, and he shoots 45 from 3. He's basically just a souped out hero, but Hero is still averaging 18, so I don't want to disrespect him too much. Either way, all of our guys are playing a lot of minutes right now, and if someone's playing better, I want them back in the starting 5. That's all. We did lose our first 2 games with this 5, but whatever. 36-13, half a game back of the 1 seed. All right, we've been playing a little bit worse since the lineup, so I'm gonna try one more thing. I'm only trying this before the season ends because I want to see if there's like something to unlock here. I'm gonna put Burries at the 1 because he's been playing great, but I don't want to bring him back to the bench if I can avoid it. And I'm also gonna make Mataz a 3 because that'll give them the option to maybe start him if they want to. I think that'll be interesting. Maybe Asar catches some bench games. And to end the season, we do lose a few once again, so it's, you know, it's still up and downs. But Cooper MVP, Pat Vaughn Rookie of the Year, 13, 9, and 4 a game with a block, 49 from the field, 35 from 3, 34 from 3, we'll say. Mikey Williams, 6th Man of the Year, sure, why not? It's getting rough in Detroit. He's wearing D Rose's number. Jaden Quaintance, Most Improved, Jacob Underwood, Coach of the Year. So we did still win the most games in the league, I guess. And yeah, I did notice Ja Morant went to Boston last year and they still didn't win anything. No Bucks on All NBA, but our guy we just drafted might be there sooner than later. Asar is All Defensive First Team, and Pat Vaughn, of course, All Rookie First Team. This dude had to have been drafted a few years ago. Yeah, he was the 20th pick 2 years ago. Shout out to bro though. He had a good little development. And we actually weren't the best record in the league. We were tied with the Wizards, who were actually a game behind the Wolves, who have LaMelo, Jaylen Brown, and Anthony Edwards. But nonetheless, this is a crazy team. Nonetheless, we're going to be playing Atlanta in the first round. Con Knipple. So that trade, obviously, they led them back to the play-in, but shoot, it led them to us. And here we go. Let's see. Who the hell is Lee Jordan? They drafted him 13th. He's their starting 1. Game 1 is going to be a win by 14 points. Lee Jordan tried his best. Game 2 is going to be a loss in super double OT, regular OT something. 40 from MPJ in the loss. Game 3 is a win by 6. MPJ with 37. My goodness, Michael Porter Jr. Hero and MPJ are just a match made in heaven. They must have some sort of dynamic duo at this point. They've led us to a ring. Pat Vaughn with 10 assists in this game, looking like Jokic. We had a lot of dimes in this one. 3-1. Now they win a game, so it's 3-2. And then we close it out in 6. This could be like, ironically, it's also Atlanta. This could mirror our run once again, where we, you know, won every game after 2. But let's see. We got to do it first. And Orlando is a damn good team. They were a better record than us for most of the year, but now they're not. And we win game 1 we held them to 99. That defense hasn't been there in a while. That level of defense. We've obviously made some changes with the team, and we're a top 2 offense. We are a top 3 defense, but not suffocating like we maybe once were, as they drop 125 in game 2. Quentin Grimes with 22. And so we're not going to go undefeated for the rest of the playoffs like we did last time, but it is what it is. You know, the league's getting better as well. Burries is a good defender too, so he should help with that regard. We win the next game by 3. Porter Jr. with 23 to lead the way. He is such a valuable asset. Burries with 28 and 8 to win another game by 20. And almost every single player here was in double figures. Asar was 1 off. Come on, Julius. I see you, Julius Randle, still putting up double figures and everything, big dog. He had a good game here, but we lose by 10. Paulo with 20. And let's close it out one more in 6. Hey, as long as we get there and get ourselves a ring, that's all I care about. And here we go again. AJ DeBonsta, 95 overall now, in his peak, in his prime, and at his pinnacle. And Trey Young, Trey Johnson, him, AD, Sar, and Bilal, they got the same core still. Let's simcast this, because this could be some big games here. Finals worthy, 260 win teams. Both teams well deserving of whatever they can get. You just got to grasp it, firmly grasp it. No SpongeBob. 2:24 to go. I'm going to jump in just because these games might be pretty fun. I don't know if Asar has started every game here, but I hope he's in here because we're going to need him against AJ. But actually right now it looks like big dog Pat is against DeBonsta, as they're running a small lineup. That's what it really is. Hardy is still here on the Wizards after coming back. They're going to run a screen. Burry's trying to get over it, but he does not. And Trey Young misses the 3. Rebound by MPJ. It looks like we got just about our starters in. Buzelis is out here though, and Asar is subbing back in. I see him walking up. Buzelis back to MPJ. Cross over to Hero, who who pulls the three really quickly. That is off though. I like the flow of the offense. Not the best shot, but you know, stay confident. Trey pulls it up. That's off. Look at MPJ. He's led us to some incredible heights. Mataz back to Herro again. Herro back to Mataz over to Burries. And they're going to post up Pat Vaughn against Trey. And he's got his passing chops. One more MPJ corner three. That is good. And look at the synergy of this offense. A great pass by Mr. Vaughn. Shout out to Vince Vaughn. Random shout out. Shout out, bro. Anyways, Trey Young steps it back. Pat's right there. He could have maybe taken a swipe at the ball. And oh, look at that. Pat Vaughn with the steal, taking a swipe at the ball. Burries over to Buzelis. He tries to force it down to MPJ, but that was an ill-advised pass. And AJ DeBonsta's right there for the easy dunk. Both teams have one timeout to go. I don't think they'll take it though. I said this in my recent video, but Trey Young looks way taller in these than he does in real life. I feel like he doesn't look this tall. Herro's gonna ISO, and it's not looking pretty right now. I don't know what he's doing. He's gonna take some garbage, but he gets bailed out with a foul by Trey Johnson. That part of our offense is still looking a little ugly. That's something that maybe Pat could help us figure out down the line if he starts getting some looks. And they do sub in Asar, so Buzelis to the bench, and actually Burries too. I don't know what his play discipline styles, whatever the hell is, but he could just shoot the damn ball too. That'd be nice. And Trey Young gets a lot of room for the three. That is off though. Dong, brick off the front rim or back rim, whatever it was. I forgot already. Herro, he throws the ball away again. Asar, oh my goodness. I was about to say, Asar, if there's any man that could stop this break, it might be you. A horrendous pass from Herro to DeBonsta, but then AJ pass it up to Trey Young, and he just, you'd think Asar Thompson was on his team. A horrendous pass from one of the best passes in the league. And now Asar runs it up corner. Burries back over. It's going to make its way to Asar. Now back to Herro. They're going to let him rock again. These always look ugly, but okay, here we go. It's going to be a screen from Pat, and Asar going to the rim, back out. It's Vaughn for three. That is good from the rookie to try and take the game one win. 3-point lead. Do I want to change anything? I mean, AJ's probably getting the shot here. I'd imagine it's not Trey Johnson. We gotta either way, I'll put in the best defensive lineup, whatever. But yeah, we can get Herro out of here. Aside from that though, I mean, we're pretty straight right now. I'll put in Rollins. He hasn't played in a while, but whatever. Rollins and Jaquez, I guess they're the better defense, perimeter defense guys. I could actually throw Ware out. Actually, yeah, they run double big, so let's throw Ware out there. Make sure we secure the board. All right, come on. Yeah, Ware's against AD now. I didn't even think about that really. And it's gonna be Trey Johnson in the corner. He pulls the three. That is off. Lucky shot there, or I don't know, lucky roll bounce. And Asar is actually the one who gets fouled. He bricks the first free throw. That's not good. Can he give us one free throw? Asar Thompson, no. They get the board. 5 seconds. Oh my god, my voice is going. Why did he just give it to Trey Young at half court? Oh my goodness. Alex Sarr not showing off them guard skills with no urgency. He was scared of Pat Vaughn or something. And Trey Young comes up to get the ball at half court. He did hit that one crazy half court shot against Utah a few years ago or whenever, but he bricks it from half court. That would have been insane. And we win game one. Crazy win. And Pat kind of looked like somebody. MPJ with 26, Pat Vaughn with 21, and Burries with 15. All of them three to lead the team. Game one win in the books. It was a crazy one. Game two in Washington still, and it is another crazy one. 1:11 to go. It's 103-103 tied game. Let's hope for the best. That's all we can hope for. Gonna be Herro again, boy. I need to go into the plays and make it so someone else can take a shot, because his ISO skills are horrendous. But thankfully Pat Vaughn's gonna set a screen here, and Herro's gonna have a good look at the three. That is off though. 56 seconds to go. He's gonna pick up Sarr full court. This is not good. It's gonna lead to an AD layup. That was a good contest from Pat, but AD makes it. He's got he's got experience in big shots at opportune times. And Herro again trying to force the issue. He gets stuck. He's gonna go at him anyways. And Tyler, my god, the amount of times we've had to watch him do some garbage. And it is Trey Johnson for three. Luckily off, but it's back out to Hardy for three, and that is good. That might be game. That is a Robert Horry shot. That is a deathly shot to the team. And yeah, we're just gonna, all right, let me change something finally. Let me finally do something here. Go to the damn, I don't even need it. Go to the vitals, bro. What pick and roll ball handler. Okay, Burries has it, and give him isolation if that's what's making this wrong. I don't know what's going on. They both have the exact same plays basically. Oh, okay, here we go, because he's not an initiator. There you go. Shoot, I trust every damn player on this team to be a play initiator low key. I trust Pat Vaughn. He out here getting 10 assists a game. Doesn't he have like a high pass accuracy? Oh, it's a 62. All right, maybe not yet. Anyways, let's keep running it up. It looks like Tyler Herro is going to keep taking these damn shots regardless, so whatever. All right, and we might have lost the game off of that, and then we lose another one. And this one, Pat led the way, but Burries was 2 for 11. Porter Jr., that's not going to happen all that often. 2 for 14 from him. He is guarded by Anthony Davis right now, though, so it's not the easiest. 1 minute to go. It's a win. Asar actually leads the way with 23. And has there been any like benching or anything like that? No, they've kept the same lineup. It is on auto, but they're confident in our 5. Matas has not seen the starting 5, but it is going to be another loss. Matas, speaking of that, 17 points, 2 for 6, but he was foul baiting. 5 for 15 from Porter Jr. He is having a rough time against Anthony Davis, and they could close it out here, and that is going to be it. 20-point loss. Hey man, 5 for 17 from Pat. But you know what though? Let's keep our heads high. I know we haven't won in a bit here. It's been what? As the Wolves walk them down. It's been a few years now. It's been 3 years, you know. Well, we haven't won in 2 straight rings that had nothing to do with Milwaukee. I didn't even look at the playoff stats, but and yeah, Julius is out of here. Shout out to Julius. Sorry I couldn't get you another ring, but you know what? It's basketball, man. You got your whole life ahead of you, big dog. You'll be all right. Boston out here again with pick 2. Now I will say, and actually we have 8 and 10 odds, and neither of them jump up. If anything, one of them fell down, or I don't know. And then we lost one of them. We're probably protected, but where's Jacob at? Yeah, no, you're not going anywhere. Go ahead and bring him back. Anyway, so we have what? Picks 11, 15, 22, 23, 27, and 29. Yeah, I will be offloading a lot of those. But anyways, I don't think Burries played his way out. I know he's a, Milwaukee guy. He was drafted here, but I don't think he played his way out of any type of trades or whatever. I mean, we almost made the NBA Finals. We are still not some like advantaged team. We're only a bunch of 87 overalls, but it might change with Pat though. Pat is about to go crazy. The Bulls are going to trade pick 1 for Donovan Mitchell, Dale Livingston from Virginia to the Cavs. Watch, I bet I go to the scouting and he's the next Bron or something. LeBron James, Hall of Fame ceiling. I knew it. Small forward goes number 1. I knew what I was about to see. I know better. So we have the 11th pick. I could try trading up, but there's no other. Oh, let's see. Stevie Park, power forward, Hall of Fame ceiling, 75 overall. I'm going to see who goes next. Oh, okay, great. He went second, so that makes it easier. I'm not trading up. Hold on. The best rated player on the Sporting News rank, C overall, Kyrie Irving, Hall of Fame ceiling, Stacey Levins. When you see something like that in your position that we're in, I gotta take that shot. He's only a C overall, so he's like what? Yeah, he's a 72. Over the years, that could pan out. That'd be kind of nuts. And we also have the next pick. This dude, I might double back here. Tom Peeler. He's 22 already. I'm not sure how much better he's gonna get, but hold on. Gary Wilcox, Hall of Fame ceiling. He's 73, but he's 23 years old, so I don't know about that. I don't think he's been able to reach that anytime soon. Let's go with Tom Peeler here. I don't know how many roster spots I can make up, but whatever. I'm gonna trade the rest of our picks somehow, some way. Trade them for whoever. Yeah, I'll give one to the Knicks. I'll give 2 to the Clippers. Screw it. And the 27th pick to also the Clippers. Why not? So we get 2 draftees. Vlade Tarlac, is the time to let you go? Hell no, because I might still have trade options for you down the line if I feel like it. But we actually aren't a negative cap space team, crazily enough. Well, we have 1 million in cap and we still have our MLE, but there isn't any good free agents really. They're just all kind of mid. It's all a bunch of low 80 overalls. It's just Victor, which I don't know if he wants to switch sides after all these years. Could we make 70 million in cap space real quick? I doubt it. Time to extend Jakub Cionis again. Go ahead and do that. He's still only 25 years old and he led us to a championship at starting 1, or maybe it was Rollins, I can't remember. MPJ just wanted okay, so MPJ getting older is a bit, well, I mean, we got a lot of young dudes that are getting better and better, so whatever. Vlade Tarlac, screw it. Take this extension, man. Whatever, who cares? I'm not gonna sign anybody. I don't see any purpose in it. Nobody in this realm that really is going to affect our team a lot. So Pat Vaughn, 92 overall after 1 year here. Yeah, thank you, Con Knipple, for your services. And actually, I did just notice this dude again as well. From now, what is this? This is his 2nd year, I want to say. Well, this would be his 3rd year. Jake Anderson, who we drafted 4th overall. He had that high potential, hadn't played yet, from Colorado, 6'4" PG. And guess what? He is ready to hoop. 86 overall. And you know what I could do? I could move Burries back to the 2 and give him a shot. Low key, I could give this dude a shot. that. But I think for now, let the same starting lineup rock. Let Anderson get his, you know, groove off the bench. And MPJ is actually our only 4, so he's going to remain starting. Ware went down by 2 overalls for some reason. Don't know why. A bit concerning, but either way, he is our backup now. So, which kind of is backwards, it feels, but whatever. And yeah, this dude, I mean, Vlade Tarlak went down to, he's still a 78. This man, Victor Wembanyama, went to the Dallas Mavericks, who already were the 3rd seed in the conference. And they have a front court of Cooper Flag, who I didn't know was listed as a 4 on here. That's weird. And Victor. They have Cooper and Victor, and of course, the untouchable Hugo Gonzalez. Of course, the rest of the team is kind of mid. They have Stelios Diamantmanama and Nikhil and Laurie Markin. I mean, that's good enough. They have Victor and Cooper Flag, dog. I don't know how we're going to match up with that. And the Nuggets have their own duo. I don't know if they're good either, but Javon Houston, 3rd pick in 2028. I remember seeing him get drafted. He is a damn 96 overall as well, next to Jokic. So it's a few really good teams in this league, and we don't even have a 90 overall player. Oh, I'm lying. We have Pat now. All right, let's just see what happens. 16 players on the roster. We got this dude, Wade Mitchell, who I just signed for no reason. We could trade him for some seconds. I don't care. There's going to be Burries, Hero, Asar, I almost said Amen, Michael, Pat, Buzelis, Jake Anderson, Kasparis, Jaquez, and Khalil Ware. That looks good. That looks good to me. See how this goes. All right, season began not great, and we did lose. I was about to say, I could tell we made the NBA Cup finals, but we lost to the Mavericks duo of Victor, Cooper Flag, and screw it, Diamantmanama. That dude. Hero had 21 in this game. Anderson off the bench was 2 for 12 with 12 assists. Actually, no, he might have been starting this. Oh yeah, he got a starting nod over Burries, but yeah, he was terrible. And we are in a little bit better of a run now. Only 2 games. I'm gonna see how this team plays for like the next month, maybe mid-January. Oh yeah, no, it's not looking good. Okay, yeah, this might not be the formula right now. It might be time for a big change. It might be time. Give it like a few more weeks. I'm gonna move Burries to a 2, the 2 guard, and then bench Hero. He's been having a bit more of a quiet season, so I decided let's try benching Tyler for now. What I probably should do as well, you know what, let's go ahead and they're trying to really play the hell out of this dude Anderson, and he's not playing good. So get him out of here for Casper. Throw him at like 10 minutes. He's just not ready yet. I don't care what overall he is. He's not ready yet. Get Ware back up to like 20. Put Hero at 20 as well. You could even put Mataz at 20. You could leave Jaquez down there at like 12. Get Casper up to 30. Burries, we're going to have to see you lead a little bit more. MPJ, if there's any more any more you got to give us, it's right now. Let's see how this rotation does. Regardless of how this goes, I'm gonna roll the rest of the year through the punches, because yeah, we don't have the there's just not much of a road right now to change this team that makes sense. But thankfully they are making sense of this roster in the second half, and it looks like we might finish up as the 1st seed in the conference. Let's see. Victor wins MVP with the damn Mavericks. Peja Tombo Rookie of the Year. 6 million Darius Acuff with the Knicks. Victor DPOY and Billy Donovan Coach of the Year. Yeah, 67 wins for the Dallas Mavericks. Did he just sign there? I think there, or no, he went to the Spurs. That's what I saw in real life. And Pat Vaughn, All NBA 2nd team. 17 points, 12 boards, and 6 assists a game from him. So we definitely cleaned it up in the second half of the season to still end up tied with the Magic and tied with the Warriors. So we're like tied for 3rd best in the league. The Timberwolves are still up here, and they have one hell of a squad. We just have yet to, actually, they won the ring like last year, didn't they? Or 2 years ago, whatever. Yeah, that worked. The Knicks are the 8th seed. We're going to be playing against them. I have considered a Brunson trade a few times. That still could be on the table. He is, though, probably like 36 now. No, he's 35. But I felt like they were still too good for me to do that to them. But now 8th seed, that's kind of more in the realm. We're going to sweep them 4-0 as well. So I'm going to have to steal your player after this. That's a good start to this playoffs, though. Could have went a lot worse. The Knicks have some good players. MPJ led the way with 26 a game. Pat Vaughn with 21 a game. And Buzelis off the bench with 17 a game. Hero was pretty inefficient, but he gave us 13 off the bench. And yeah, that's about that. All right. Miami, 4th seed. We're going to play them round 2. And boy, oh boy, our first ever matchup returning against Giannis Antetokounmpo in the playoffs, who started this whole onslaught. And hey, man, he brought us 1 ring, and his trade led to another. They have yet to win anything in Miami, but he's still averaging 31 points a game in these playoffs so far, 27 in the regular season at 37 years old. And they got RJ Barrett, Jason Crow averaging 16 a game, Liam McNeely, Bam's still there. They usually trade Bam, so it's actually kind of surprising. Screw it, let's simcast it, because this could be huge, big for the city. My goodness, 62 points 2-point win in game 1. Miami stood no chance. RJ Barrett 1 for 10. That raised his averages. Pat Vaughn 13 for 16, 31 points. MPJ 27, and he's still going at it at his age. My goodness. MPJ. Game 2, the Giannis versus MPJ duel, and we're gonna be down by 4. I'm gonna jump in because I want to see these teams hoop against each other, and instantly I'm gonna change it so that Asar is guarding Giannis. I'm just gonna do that off the rip. He'll put Pat is so much taller than Bam. Oh my god, that's like a mismatch in itself. He's 7'3". This is like Victor against him, and he's gonna get the ball at the top of the key to the corner. It's Burry's trying to get to the rim. He's in a tough spot. I don't know actually who takes these shots now with Herro out of the lineup, and it looks like it might be Braden. There'll be a screen for him. Braden Burry's off the screen to the rim. He's gonna get back out to Casper for 3, and that is good. That was good playmaking. Yeah, so Herro being out of the lineup just forces someone else to have to do it, and there you go. There's the man who's gonna have to step up right now. Quickly, screen by Bam, an illegal screen by Bam. What else is new? MPJ is gonna dribble up the rock here. I did set him to a player initiator. So I mean, he's such a damn integral piece of this team. He kind of has to be, and he has Giannis on him right now. So yeah, and it's gonna be a pass out to Vaughn for 3. That is good, and it's Milwaukee lead, 2-point lead. It says first lead tonight, but that's a lie. Either way, it's the first lead since I jumped in. That's why. And you got Asar against number 7 Giannis, and he's gonna get it down low. He goes up with it successfully. I could just put Pat there. I don't know what his defensive stats are. Let me check. I haven't really cared about it. I was more so focused on his offense. Got 82 interior, 86 block. You know what? He just, yeah, it might just be him. It might just be him. And I would still put Asar on Bam, I guess, because I trust him more with rebounding. So screw it. Let's throw Pat. You know what? Pat has the speed too, so he can keep up with Giannis. He had like a 76 in his rookie year, so he has to be even faster now. He's in that corner chilling right now with mad tattoos. MPJ's gonna get it against Giannis. He's gonna go to the rim, and Giannis stops him. I don't know what the thought was there, but okay. Giannis 7 on his back, and he's in an ISO against Pat. Lil Hezzy damn near worked there, and now he's gonna get the switch. Layup is off. Look at Braden Burry's with the stop. MPJ now top of the key. He's tired as hell. He's gonna get the screen. This is what we needed. MPJ with the ball in his hands, but he is tired right now, so I don't know how I feel about this. MPJ between the legs. He gets there, and he gets the foul from Bam. MPJ with the bucket from one of the best defenders in the world. Michael Porter Jr. still doing it like 33 years old. Come on, Pat, just one more stop. He's not giving you a 3 regardless, and he gets him turned, and Giannis flails through the air, loses control of the ball. Antetokounmpo losing control. Dude wearing 35, stopping the former 34. Pat just absolutely just pure dog, I guess. I don't know. Pat is down low, and Burry throws the ball away. Back to Giannis, back to Crow. Crow down low. Layup, he gets fouled. I don't think that'll be a challenge situation, but either way, I don't really want to use a timeout right now for this team. They might waste it here anyways. If yeah, they probably will waste it, but whatever. Let me go see that real quick. I want to see if I'm gonna regret that. I don't think that. I think the ball seemed to have got where it wanted to go, so it's probably still a foul. Let's see. Yeah, it didn't. From this angle, it looks like he's not tall enough to hit the ball, so Casper definitely just hit him on his hand. I mean, a pass into Burry's. They are not gonna foul. 0 on his back. We need a little bit more than that for the end of this game. Casper's got it. Over to MPJ again. He's isoing Giannis. He gets to the rim. He puts it up. MPJ with the bucket. What is going on? Michael Porter Jr. There goes the damn Bucks mascot. And there's going to be some off-ball screens. Pass into RJ. He gets the screen. Barrett. And it's stolen by Thompson. He will get fouled, though. And we know how his free throws go. Thompson at the line. Oh, my goodness. It really doesn't get worse than this. He's one of the worst free throw shots you will ever see. He makes one, though, and that's all we needed. 13 seconds to go. Heat, actually, let's see. Pass up Giannis. Oh, my goodness. One more pass to the corner. It's McNeely for 3. That is good. And the Bucks will take a timeout. It's still 6 seconds to go. This is actually a lot of time left. Actually, can I get Asar out of the game real quick? I don't even want to mess around. You could sub him in after the free throws. I don't want any chance he's taking these here. We could put in Tyler. You already know Tyler's got a good free throw. 6 seconds to go. I'm gonna pass in to Casper. He will take the free throws. Let's hope for the best here. And I mean, we saw what happened last time when Trae Young was dribbling the ball up. They didn't get close. They got a damn half-court shot off. So let's see how this goes. 5 seconds left. They're gonna give it to Crow. 4 seconds. Crow. He's not gonna pass it. He'll shoot it from half court. I'm not gonna lie. He had me fooled for a second there. I thought he might have made that shot. 25 from MPJ, an insane showing in the fourth quarter. 5 for 9, 12 points. I don't know how many of those we saw, but it was a lot of them. And yeah, Casper with 16, Pat with 8, 10, and 4. Not even the best game from him, but he had 3 blocks and some big stops on Big Jan. 2-0. We'll win the third as well. And Miami, we'll be seeing you later, man. I have confidence in this team to close it out. They do exactly that. Here we go. Even more prime AJ DeBonste went up another overall. You got Dallas in the West. They've lost 2 games to Utah, who is a great team. They have still Embiid, Sengun, Peterson, and Shepard, who was the 8th seed for some reason. And then they swept OKC, and now we'll see how they do against Minnesota. But we might be playing a team with Victor. And wow, look at the way the Wizards have stormed back into this game, but we should be good here. 9-point win. Braden Burry's career high 31 points, it says. Is that really his career high? Okay, yeah, it ties whatever his season high was, which was 31. So Pat Vaughn with 26, 12, and 9. Insane game from him. Forget Burry's. Sorry, Burry's. You deserve your respect too. We need those games out of you. Next game is another win. Defended home court. 24 from Casper. Next one we lose. Porter Jr. with 27 though to lead the way. 2 players with 10 assists. It's Burry's and Pat Vaughn. Next one is another win though by 52 points. DeBonste with just 19. And there's that classic Bucks defense went stupid in this one. Pat Vaughn with 35, 15, and 7. That's nearly his career high. His career high is 36. And Burry's actually tops his previous career high that he just set. His previous playoff high at the least, I'd imagine, by putting up a damn 34-point outing. And yeah, he is having the best series, best time of his life right now. And perfect time to choose it. 3-1 lead. Now it's 3-2. I'm in a simcast this one. That one, DeBonste got his way, 31 points. And the next one in Washington, come on. Just a few more stops, a few more plays, possession after possession after possession. Shout out to Mike Brown. And it is going to be the Milwaukee Bucks' first finals appearance since their last championship. I feel like they actually have a good track record, right? Because the Bucks, we won in 2029 now. We're back in 2032. Hopefully I'm not jinxing it. Won in 2021. Have they lost a finals? I think they only made it the one time with Kareem, right? Oh, they lost in 1974. Okay, no, they made it twice with Kareem. They won in obviously 71 as well. Shout out to Willis Reed, first finals MVP of the actual winning finals team. Sorry, Jerry West. I don't know if the Bucks were even existed or made it before then, but yeah, anyways, it is 3-2 Dallas, and they are going to win. So we are going to have to deal with the 2-headed monster as Pat Vaughn, 24, 12, and 8 a game with 2 blocks. We don't get back here without this big bastard. And shout out to Khalil Ware, still doing his thing off the bench. I got him getting a handful of minutes, so he's still can hoop, but we don't get this team. This league has expanded into something unbeknownst to us, and led by a team like this with Cooper and Victor on the same court together. And then you gotta, I failed to mention the height thing, but 7'1" or whatever the hell he is. It says 7'1". Lauri Markkanen at the 3 next to them. It doesn't matter how you even order them. They're both forwards. The lineup is insane. Let's run it up, man. Come on. And game 1, early start, great start at that. And you know, the Wizards are a fantastic team on paper, so let's jump in. We were able to beat the Wizards. Can we beat this team that's a little bit worse past maybe their first 2, but nonetheless is an insane squad? You know, I'm gonna have to do some, well, I trust my big dog. Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty straightforward team. We're just gonna put Asar on Cooper and put Pat Vaughn on Victor. Simple as that. Is Asar even out here right now? Doesn't look like it. We got Buzelis out here, so hopefully they make a sub soon, because we do need Asar for these type of scenarios. And Vaughn actually running double big right now, which is actually, that works too. MPJ for 3, that, man, he is nuts. And MPJ, it seems like he always has a damn Gatorade symbol. He's only played what, 31 minutes? He's just old, literally. Like, I don't know what else to say there. I think like I genuinely, it like freaks me out thinking of MPJ playing basketball now, ever since I found out he wears that thing that, like, as if he's like a stroke survivor or whatever. He has like a thing on his leg. That kind of, not saying it in a demeaning way. It's, if anything, it's adversity, but like, damn, I'd be terrified. Burry's 2:13 to go, hands it off to Yakuchionis. Look at Pat, he's got some room on the left, but no. And actually, he's got a crazy mismatch right now. They're gonna pass it down to him, and yet oh wow, that was actually really, that was real solid. Pat Vaughn says, screw it. He said, I got too much of a mismatch. And you know what? He just dove off the post up and said, this little dude isn't getting up here with me anyways. I feel like I haven't even seen Victor do this really. He didn't wait for the post up. He said, just give me the damn rock. And it gave them no time to help either. So usually in real life, they'd obviously pre-help, pre-switch, all that stuff, but they did not right there. And we got ourselves our own damn victor. It's looking like Nikhil for 3. That is off, but look at Flag on the boards, but look at Asar on the defense. Asar Thompson does not allow it, and he can run up the court here. He'll get a screen. No, actually, he'll hand it off to Casper, and they'll run an off ball and give it to MPJ. MPJ, is this gonna be an ISO here? Yes, it is. Hands it off. No, it's Burries. Burries, 4 seconds. Back to MPJ. Michael Porter Jr. It's off, but look at Pat. Pat swimming around Victor for the rebound. Nikhil against Braden. It's a screen. Hands it off to Markkinen for the 3. His whole follow through is messed up. And one thing that's becoming evident here is while Victor does have more boards, Pat Vaughn is frying him on the glass. He only has silver badges, but 94 offensive, 99 defensive board. I mean, Victor's a damn 99, so, or whatever the hell he is. So I'd imagine his are pretty high too. But actually 79 O board is not close to Big Pat. Pat just a normal looking dude in a 7'4" body. Looks like he'd be like your cousin manning the grill. And MPJ 3. That is off. It doesn't really matter. Well, actually, no, it still does. Still 46 seconds to go. 8-point deficit. Diamantmanama to the rim, and he will take the floater. That is good. 39 seconds to go. They don't have to foul. They definitely, I wouldn't foul, but they are going to. I don't know if they'll do another one, but they just wanted to get closer to the bonus. Let's see. Passing to Yaku, and they're going to double him. He's going to have to launch it to Burries, who has some room. Oh my goodness, nearly turns the ball over. Back out Yaku Chionis, and that is good. That will be game 1 win in Dallas, taking home court for ourselves. And Burries continues his run. We trusted him over Herro. Felt like if this team's gonna you know, really take that leap, it's gonna have to be with the dude who's the best overall player on the team, or at least second best now with Pat here. And this is gonna be another win by 10 points. Herro with 21 off the bench. Where is Victor? 7 points on 1 for 8 shooting. Pat has him in hell. Next game in Milwaukee, and oh my goodness, you'd think we should be terrified of this Dallas duo, but Victor Wembanyama, 10 points, 3 for 7. That man Pat kept the ball out of his hands, and Pat himself 12, 16 and 8, 6 for 9 shooting. Yaku Chionis with 26, Burries with 24, and Herro hooping as well off the bench. And is this about to be another sweep of the NBA Finals for us? Obviously, we didn't sweep the whole playoffs damn near this time. It was a lot closer, but this could be another NBA Finals win in 4 games for your Milwaukee Bucks. Corner, it's Victor. Back out to Flag. They're down by 3. I haven't changed any matchups, but Asar isn't in the game anyways. And Diamantmanama. Oh my goodness, Pat gave Victor some room, but his big 7'8" frame, okay, he's like 7'3", gets right there on the shot, nearly blocks away the Victor attempt, and he gets the board. 51 seconds to go. Hands it off to Burries. Burries nearly stolen. MPJ midi. Oh my goodness. Michael Porter Jr., that number will be in the wait, he's wearing 22. Oh god, we're gonna have a little double number retirement situation here. I guess 2K didn't retire it. Well, you know what though, it's actually kind of fire, because since 2K didn't retire it anyways, and Chris Middleton definitely retired, it's kind of fire to see another player with 22 hooping and just shooting the damn rock. Anyways, Victor dunked the ball. I wasn't even really paying attention. And Herro back out. Pat, one more to Burries. He was too far out, so they're gonna swing it. And now Ware's gonna set the screen. Burries not looking good here. He's gonna have to shoot the shot. And oh my goodness, Braden Burries. And that is textbook. That is storybook finishing as Cooper. Oh my, he'll hit the 3, so it's not over. But if Burries' shot tends to be, which I mean, hey, it gives us a 2-point lead here with free throws oncoming. But if that Burries shot ends up being the difference maker here, that is huge, as Casper will take the free throws, because man, him being the 10th pick in the 2026 draft, obviously not Nate Ament turned into nothing. Sorry, Nate, but had to get rid of you, but whatever. Casper, one more free throw can do it, and he will make it. 10 seconds to go, no timeouts. That should be game. 7 seconds over to Cooper. 3 again. That is off. Thompson's got it. They will not foul, and your Milwaukee Bucks have won 2 championships. Actually, I was about to say, would they be the first team to repeat since 2019? But they already were, because I won them the first ring since 2021 as a repeat. So they definitely were the first team to do it, I think, unless someone else won it in this sim that I'm forgetting. Either way, they're definitely the first with 3, I'd imagine. Since 2019, definitely the first with 3. Obviously the first like elongated dynasty since the Warriors. I wouldn't really call this a dynasty since we haven't won multiple in a row, but it's a tough league, man. It's a cold world. Bundle up, and we get Billy Donovan the hell out of here. We did it for the Atlantic Division and all the Bulls fans. I don't know. Pat, the former first overall pick, I'm not gonna lie, just kind of lucked into him, traded for signed Cedric Coward, traded him for whatever old dude. And then I did have to attach some stuff along with Knipple just to make this trade happen, but it was more than worth it. This dude was probably the most generational talent in any of these drafts so far, to be honest. No Giannis. And 25 and 10 from Casper, 16 and 10 from Pat, 32 from Vic, 30 from Flag. You know, I would try and go double back, repeat, whatever, but this has already been a long video as there's a lot of attention to detail, and it's kind of ran its course. MPJ will probably start to you know, like at the end of the movies when it's like a real life adaptation, not adaptation, but like a movie based off a true story. At the end of the movie, even if it's a fake story, they'll do the thing at the end. This person went on to do this and that. This person went on to do this and that, and they play like the wholesome music at the end. Yeah, MPJ, he's about to go on to dwindling away probably into irrelevancy because he's 33 years old. There's no way his peak lasts much longer, and we're playing teams like this with 30 and 30 from Victor and Flag. If they sign any sort of MLE player, we might never have a chance again. But to be fair, I'm saying all that and we swept the bastards. Pat Vaughn, 15, 12, and 7 a game. How did he manage to average stats on the dot in a series? You know what I mean? He averaged 15, 12, and 7. Did he drop 15, 12, and 7 in every single game? You know what I mean? Like, he obviously didn't, but I just feel like I've never seen a player with decimal points all rounded to the 0 in his stats. He's just a perfect player for real. Like, look, nobody else on this team has all of their stats rounded to 0. Anyways, he's just so consistent, I guess. I don't know what the hell to tell you. Here's the final stats. Casper actually led us in points, but it was such a well-rounded team effort. Herro, 18 a game off the bench in 21 minutes, 61% from the field. Tyler Herro, hey man, I don't know what made you choose 42, but it's going up there in the rafters. I'm not gonna lie to you. I took like a nap in the middle of this video, and my sleep is all the damn. Someone followed me on Twitch 2 minutes ago. Shout out to Louis V at 4 a.m. Yeah, I don't know. I woke up and just started recording again. So we'll just end it off here. Screw it. Why not? Here's the playoff stats. Look at Pat, 20 a game in the playoffs, 12 boards, 7 assists. Is anybody gonna try and retire real quick? Nobody from this team. We're not old enough, probably. I don't know how Kawhi played this long. I mean, Pat is just 21. For the record, I was right. We were the first team to double back. Don't mind that the 2026 ring, of course, is wrong. The great New York Knicks are not here, but we were the first team to double back since 2019, and then also the first team to triple back, I guess, although a few teams have won 2 at this point. I felt like seeing what this team was going to do, or what this team would be at player progression, and here it is. Pat Vaughn, 96 overall. He's got a gazillion gold badges now. This dude, Jake Anderson, for a few years now, been building up, and now he's a 91. Burries is a 90. I actually was interested in seeing what this dude would be as well. Stacey Levens, we drafted him 11th. He had that Kyrie Irving ceiling, and he's a damn 21-year-old, 79 overall. Tom Peeler, he went up. All right, who really thought I was gonna end this video off on that? You know what? Best decision. Why? Because I didn't end the video, and Pat Vaughn just won MVP. I mean, at the very least, that counts as like a ring in itself. Pat Vaughn, year 3, 22, 13, and 6 a game, a steal and 2 blocks on his best field goal percentage. In about the same minutes as last year, he just improved, got better, is the guy. And oh, I was so right. I was so right. I said Dallas is one MLE player away from being in that tier, and they signed Zion, and he's off the bench, and he averaged 21, and they still were the best team in the league. But I don't even know if I'm gonna pay too much attention to detail this playoffs. I didn't like set the lineups. I just put it on auto. They've been starting this dude Anderson all year. He's low-key still not even that good, but whatever. I like Yakuchionis more. He actually, his field goal wasn't that good either this year, but it doesn't really matter. Pat Vaughn added 23 wins to this team. That is immeasurable. I mean, I guess I did just measure it a second ago, but anyways, round 1, we're playing Miami. Giannis, look at what you've done. Look at what you've done. Look at what you've built. Let's see. Imagine he wins. 3-1, 4-1. They did take a game. Let's see how Giannis did in that one game. 30 points. He might be retiring. He's pretty old. That was Giannis's last series of his career. Ironically, 40 points in the last game. I can respect that. 40 points in the last game of his career, as he will retire. That's a good full circle moment for this video, actually. Seeing what the Bucks can do in Giannis's time in the league post Giannis trade. Round 2, we are gonna beat the Wizards in 6. In round 3, I mean, it's the Cavs, so like there's no possible chance we lose this series because it's Cleveland. Yeah, 4-1. And Dallas, of course, is in the finals. They have Stelios and Trey Murphy. I don't know why they don't just put Cooper at the 3 and play. I mean, he clearly can play the 3. Zion could even just play the damn one according to this. And Laurie's off the bench. He's still there. Let's see. Zion Williamson off the bench now. An extra scoring punch for this team. But oh my goodness, look at game one. They almost came back 48-21 fourth. But Pat Vaughn, MVP Vaughn, MV Pat, and they go MV Pat after this finals, after he gets back-to-back championships. Okay, we've lost our first finals games to the Mavs. This surprises nobody. Here we go. Game 3 in Milwaukee, walking them down. A win by 30. Pat Vaughn with 24, Burries with 22 and 10. Next one is a loss. It's 2-2. Nothing too easy. And I'm not even mentioning the fact that I'm seeing Trey Murphy having some big stat lines too. He pulled up over here. He's only an 81 now, but still Trey Murphy, still hooping. Probably not that far off of 81 in real life. 3 minutes to go. I'm gonna jump in. Why not? Wait, we're up 3-2, right? This game, no, it's game 5, so it's 2-2. I don't know why I'm jumping with 3 minutes, but whatever. Is this dude Anderson any good? Let's see if he gets some buckets out here. We haven't seen him play really. And wow, they just let Zion go right to the rim. I don't know why Tyler Herro is on Zion right now, but this is a bit terrifying. And yeah, we're running too small of a lineup, but Pat's out here, so nothing else really matters in this world. Herro, he's gonna ISO Zion screen. Oh, pull up Tyler, that's off. Victor up the other way, hands it off to Flag against Buzelis. Were they same draft? No, right? No. Buzelis was a year before. And Cooper's gonna set a screen for Trey Murphy. Gonna make it a Zion. Zion now off ball, and Zion's gonna shoot a fall away 3. Rebound by Pat, thankfully. Needed that one. Burries, go ahead and keep the ball for yourself. Never mind, it's the Herro. Herro to the rim, pulls it up. That is off. I don't know what Tyler's doing, but that's kind of the... why did they just switch that? I don't know. Bailed out by Mataz. There you go. And Herro to the rim, he gets fouled. Okay, that works. At least, you know, he's consistent. I thought they just challenged it. Imagine. Oh, we called a timeout. How do we wait until 1 second after? Actually, we might have already been past that. That's maybe the 3-minute mark. Whatever. Just wasted a timeout for some reason. And they are going to sub Zion out for Hugo. So that kind of helps us. Well, actually, I mean, hold on. Actually, let me change real quick. Even though I know I'm kind of in passive mode right now. I shouldn't even really have to care about this. We already got our ring. But let's be the first team to go back to back. Let's solidify a dynasty. 4 rings. Let's say 3 rings in like a 5-year, 6-year span or whatever. I think it might be 5. Trey Murphy against Herro, who must be starting then. Tyler has taken the starting spot back from Burries, I guess. And Hugo, oh great, wow, that was good defense. Bad foul by MPJ. I don't actually love that foul call, but it was good defense. That's definitely a foul. He never gets the ball at all. And Asar slid into the lane really nicely there to stop any super easy layup, and Hugo will make the first regardless, so it doesn't really matter. Let's see if he makes both. He does. Anderson low-key look like LaMelo Ball a little bit. He look like a short LaMelo Ball with these damn tattoos. And look at Burries hitting Trey Murphy off the back door for the easiest 2 that we've seen yet. Burries doing some good off-ball work, and it's gonna be Diamanama. He's gonna get the screen from Victor. Can our PG play defense? Let's see. Got over the screen nicely, and Victor easy dunk. This Pat is lost in the sauce. Okay though. Anderson, run it up again. Come on, man. Crossover. Anderson trying to get to the rim. He's back out to Asar. Asar is gonna, come on, you're gonna have to hand it off here. No way you're taking a shot. Back out to Porter. Screen. MPJ to the rim. They're gonna go at the defense, and MPJ draws the foul. Don't know why they didn't give it to Pat there when Victor was stuck elsewhere, but that's okay. Got maybe 2. Yep, makes both free throws. 106 to go. Need a stop regardless. Diamanama dribbles up the ball, steps it back, and wow, the defense by Anderson. And really, as Anderson takes the layup, he can't dunk. That's funny. Anderson at 6'4", 76 driving dunk. He just can't dunk, I guess. Kind of funny. But hey, he got the biggest steal of his life thus far. This team tries to take game 5 and go up 3-2. Going down in this series for either team might be a death sentence. So let's see. And Diamanama is going to dribble the ball, keep it real. You know, you got to be, oh my goodness, Cooper Flag open 3, but look at Pat on the board. Cooper bricks it. Anderson gonna be, what are they gonna do here? Hands it off to MPJ. MPJ ISO at his old ripe age. Back to Anderson, screen by Thompson. Anderson pulls up the 3, and oh my goodness, Anderson having his Kodak moment, having his welcome to the video moment, we'll call it. And he hits a 3 with 20 seconds to go. One more stop here, and that could be the game. Here we go. Gonna be corner. Oh, Diamanama gets the ball, and he makes a deep 2. I think that he registered. He thought maybe he had a 3 here. He catches it, but takes 1 dribble in, and he has a lefty Kyrie jumper. jumper to the T. That's kind of funny considering that Kyrie was obviously here. Gonna be a pass in to this dude. Let's see. Can he continue to solidify his finals legacy? First free throw is good. What free throw is that? I know that free throw. That is the damn, I can't think of it right now. Yeah, whatever. Victor's gonna dribble up the ball here. 15 seconds. Pass down to Trey Murphy. One more to Cooper. Cooper dribbling through the lane. Back out to Victor. He'll go to a go-to shot, which is a deep 2. That is off. Porter Jr. with the board. And this team is about to be one game away from a little dynasty. Milwaukee. Obviously, we've had some first-round picks at this point. The first ring was just off of straight dog and good vibes, I guess. And Tyler Herro being from Milwaukee. But Dallas, Diamanama shoots at half court. It is a Milwaukee win to go up in the series. One more win would seal it. If we lose this series on an off chance, let's see. I'll still be proud of my this coalition of players. But you know what? It's a tied game with 3:15 to go. I'm gonna go ahead and get this out the way immediately. Cooper flag. Sorry, Thompson. They got Zion at the line right now though, so it's gonna be a big body lineup out here. Zion makes the first. The starters will come out, and Zion will make the second. Gonna be Burries with the rock here, dribbling it up against Trey Murphy. Screw it, give him a bucket. Yeah, give him a bucket. Back out. Thompson will shoot a 3. That's never a good thing. But Burries, what the hell? What just happened? Burries gets the rebound, goes up. He gets fouled, but I guess they wanted to cut the damn camera so fast because they said, wait, who'd they call this foul on? Diamano, whatever? They're not showing it. I don't know, but if they, hey, they might be rigging the game for us because if there was any chance that this got challenged, they gave them no chance to challenge it. I didn't click a button. They instantly cut this away. They said, yeah, don't roll back that tape. We're gonna put Braden Burries at the line real quick. There you go. So Braden first free throw is good, and Braden's second free throw is also good. That is hilarious. I don't know what just happened. That definitely was not a foul either. That's the funniest part. They definitely do have timeouts left. You could barely see it. And oh my goodness, Victor, terrible pass through a meatball sub right to Braden Burries. Burries to Porter. Now Burries, the screen by MPJ. He'll go between the legs. He'll get a switch back out to Anderson. We've seen him get some big buckets now, win us whole games. Fall away 3, that's off, and it's gonna be a rebound by Victor. Tied game, 2:20 to go. Looking for ring number 3 of this era. And oh my goodness, this point guard has some this is legit just a Kyrie regen. He has some handles on him. 4 seconds to go. Going to the rim behind the back, trying to, oh, that was a tough move. This is definitely just Kyrie, but yeah, this is Kyrie. Yeah, I don't know, G League Kyrie Irving or something. This is like Jason Williams to Steve Nash. Burries back out to Thompson. Thankfully passes the ball back to Burries, and Burries floater is good with the left. 15 points for him. He has blossomed beautifully. I'm happy that one of the draft picks turned out into something. I really didn't know which one it was gonna be, but we stood, you know, whatever, patient, I guess, genuinely, because I almost gave up on both of them. Murphy for 3, that is off. This is going to be a great board by MPJ. He's going to pass it up to Vaughn. One more to Burries for the 3, and it is a 5-point lead. What a fast break. MPJ with the lead pass there too to the big man that we trust more than anybody. And it is going to be a screen by Victor over it, and oh, great, incredible. Do you see how Vaughn just played that? Vaughn, the hedge of doom. Fear the deer. That man Vaughn cut off the Victor lob, cut off the Victor pass, and then when this damn fake Kyrie tried to go up with it, boy, cut off that too. He's got it. Give it to your team. Let your teammates close this one out. Yup, MPJ dunk. I'm about to say, let your teammates close it out. He got a Gatorade symbol. He's tired as hell. Let this little body guard dribble the ball up the court. They got 2 timeouts. Will they use one at any point here? It doesn't look like it yet. Victor will set a screen here. Let's see how the defense is again. And it will be, oh my goodness, look at him go. Pat, we can stop them. They can't stop us. MPJ, Burries, 3, had some room. He's not going to force it yet. He's going to use some more time. He's gonna get to the rim, back out. It's Vaughn. 3, it's off. That's okay. They wasted a lot of clock. That's pretty valuable here. Murphy, he'll hand it off to Cooper, and they played terrible defense there, giving him the 3. But it's a 4-point game. They're gonna have to foul as well. So, dude, Anderson, let me see. Can I remember what free throw this is when he shoots his damn free throw? Yeah, no, don't think it's happening. Actually, I can't remember. Trying to go through the Rolodex of my mind. Whatever. Oh, he misses one. They have their 2 timeouts. They don't use it though. Cooper dribbles it up. It's corner. Trey Murphy. He bricks it. He straight armed the follow through. It looked ugly, and that is going to be the game. Anderson, give me 2 free throws. Give me 1 at least, and that will be it. Braden Burries Anderson, I gotta know your first name now. I don't know his first name. Jake Anderson. Yeah. Jake Anderson, Pat Vaughn, Braden Burries, Asar Thompson, of course, Michael Porter Jr. I think Asar and MPJ, I went and got them two the same offseason. And man, like 6 years later at this point now, I think it is, or whatever. And it has turned out to be the greatest offseason in franchise history, basically. Diamanama pump fakes it back out to Gonzalez. He takes a terrible shot, and Anderson corrals the rebound. Your Milwaukee Bucks will win the NBA championship. I don't remember if we won the last one in our home court. Well, I don't remember if we won either one. I don't remember. Who cares? This one is, though, the third, the dynasty completes 3 rings in like 5 years. And I am truly going to end it off there. I know we won 2. You can go for 3, whatever. But I just wanted to see. I wanted to see what would happen. So whatever. Pat, you already know, man. Pat Finals MVP, big dog, new Giannis variant or whatever. New Victor Giannis hybrid. Burries with 18, Pat with 16, 10 and 9, 27 from flag. Victor with just 19. I feel like you need more out of him to win here. And Pat Vaughn 22, 11 and 5 a game with a steal and a block, 57 from the field, 90 from the line, and 31 from 3. Incredible playoffs once again to beat. I mean, this is more impressive than anything. They beat a team with Cooper and Victor, and even now Zion 2-time. MPJ with 17 a game in the playoffs. Pat with 22. Anderson with 13. Nobody's in like retirement age. The oldest player is MPJ, so yeah, nobody's retiring or anything. But anyways, actually, you know what? Let's go to that screen because Giannis. Hey man, that's where the video is going to end. Giannis Antetokounmpo's retirement with the Miami Heat and his jersey retirement with the Milwaukee Bucks, of course. For a second, I got scared it wasn't here because I only saw him once, but then I realized it's in number order. And yeah, he obviously switched his number. Anyways, it's been real. It's been fun, but it been real fun. Shout out to Pat Garrity, Patrick Beverly, Patrick Ewing, Patrick Patterson. Shout out to Gennaro Pargo. And shout out to Dr. J because I was watching some Dr. J highlights and he was really the GOAT, man. Or well, he's up there. Anyways, 3 rings in 5 years. I'd call that a dynasty. The Warriors would agree. It's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun. You can do what you want with your life. Free will. Subscribe, like, whatever. And I'll see you around.